I do this every time. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Every time. It's because you have to switch the inputs for the audio properties in OBS to all track 1, and I have it spread across different tracks. Oops. Oh, rip. No intro screen. I just jumped right in. I was like, I just want to hang out. But as I was saying, no games today, Clockwork. We're hopefully exploring new games to come. We're watching Summer Games Fest, if you guys don't know. It's starting in about 13 minutes or so. And yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like a true YouTuber, just like, let's watch and experience something else. It's so weird not being like, all right, I play, make sure everything works. But it's good to see you guys in chat. Hello! Welcome to our first, like, stream of Summer Games Fest. I hope to do this for the Game Awards as well. I should have done it last year and I chickened out. But I'm glad to see you guys. MP, it's been a minute. Welcome to chat. Mr. Keiki, Miku, MaxDeck, hello from Discord. We've been partying on Discord. I was gonna say disc chat, and I don't know what that came out as, but me and Max have been like having a party in the Remedy chat on my Discord. It's a good disc cat, you know what I mean? It's the cats. They're influencing me. They're saying, you know what? Why are you watching this TV and hanging out instead of feeding us? To be fair, they got salmon just before this, so they hopefully won't bother me. But I got my snacks ready, and I got my friends here. I'm ready to explore Summer Games Fest. But John, good to see you. Clockwork, good to see you. Miku, it's gonna be a good time. It's so random, but I was like, you know what? It'd be fun. Why not? I want to watch it. Let's see what's happening. What's new? Is the volume okay for everybody? I've got their little feed pulled up. But yeah, Remedy channel. That's yeah, exactly. It spiraled completely off to Remedy chat. It's true. It went from Max, who is a mod now in the Remedy Control Discord, which is crazy cool. Congratulations, by the way. We gotta say it live for everybody. And then it went from that kind of like talking about the Remedy channels into like tech chat, which is amazing. We do love our tech chat. I think so many conversations in my games when I'm playing live and we're like, I'm doing some battle or something, it's either like tech chat, Alan Wake secrets. I feel like it's like those are the main two things that like start going on the spiral in chat, and it's amazing. I absolutely love it. But it's a good time. But yeah, he's a mod, so he's in deep. The doors are opening. We're making all the Alan Wake puns, you know what I mean? So he's in deep. He's getting all the secrets, and we all just have to wait because he's gonna behave and keep all those secrets to himself. It's amazing, though. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. It's so cool. Anybody that gets in on the game secrets is so cool. I told you, I have some friends that do like game testing, and they got to play like early stuff for Naughty Dog. Like they got to play, for example, like The Last of Us 2 before it came out, and they're like, I can't say anything, but I just got to play for, you know, Bad Puppy Studios. It was really cool, and it was so funny. I love opportunities that people can get like that. I'm trying to like, I shouldn't say this out loud because, and no one's watching, but no one from work anyway is watching, but like, I'm so interested in games. Like, I'm so ready to just dive full into games and be like, can I be a games producer? Can I get involved? Like, what can we try? I would love to. But yeah, ZTSBO. How do I say your name? Is it Zispo? I'm sorry if I butcher that. But Max Payne remake trailer maybe would be really cool. It'd be great to see Sam and all of his base. But yeah, what's on my Game Fest bingo card? I have no idea. I'm so unprepared. I would love to see more horror games. I would love to see, I mean, if they can do Max Payne or maybe Firebreak and release more stuff about that would be great. I'm sure we won't get anything about like GTA or anything like that since they've pushed it. The the running joke forever in my life will always be like Half-Life. Can we please? But I'm very excited. I'd love to see more games. Oh, you know what I'd love to see more of? I'd love to see more of Judas. I would love to see if they announce anything with that, because I love the BioShock series, and I would love for that to be in there. Persona would be really sick. Ooh. I was seeing some... Oh, I just wrote some of these games down. I'm always looking at, like, what's on the calendar for, like, new games. Let me see, I just wrote this down. I would love to check out... oh, well, obviously Silent Hill F. That's obviously coming, but I think we've got a lot about that. I would love to check out... There's an occultist game that looks really, really good. And then, there's another game that starts with a P. As a Pragmata? I think it was that. That looked really, really sick. A new Nier would be awesome. That would be sick. I love that we're at the point where we can kind of remake our favorite games. We had Resident Evil 4, we had Dead Space, we have Silent Hill, now they're doing Snake Eater. Like, they're just like, you know what, we'll just make it, we'll just bring all the golden games back, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Almost time to... I know, Snake Eater, I'm so excited. I'm debating whether or not I can try and squeeze in the original Snake Eater before that one comes out. It comes out in late August. And I was like, I should do it! I should put it in! Oh, my friends and I in college used Snake Eater song as like, that was the go-to karaoke song. That was like it. Hamza is not in the chat right now. I don't know if he's just watching or lurking, or it's probably, oh actually no, it's like 2 a.m. for him, so he's probably not, he's probably asleep, but he's the one who introduced me to Snake Eater, and forever grateful, because amazing, amazing game. I'd love anything that has like Resident Evil 9 or anything like that, but I highly doubt it. It'd be cool. A lot going on outside. I don't know if you can hear the sirens, but holy smokes. They're in my ears. You can hear it. If I can hear it, you guys probably can hear it. But it should be exciting. We got like 5 minutes to go, but I'm gonna be so thrilled. I love that. I love all the game awards. I mean, I love the movie awards too. I mean, there's a lot of debate about whether they count for anything, and I always say, like, play everything, see everything, have your own opinion on it, but it's just fun for everybody to get together and, like, celebrate games, celebrate something that we love, you know? That's a whole, like, that's, I would say, like, a good 70%, 80% why I started the channel, too, because I don't have a lot of people to talk games with in my real life, and I was like, I would love to find a bunch of people that would do games and be like, let's do games. And I was like, could I do a gaming channel? And that was partly like how I got started, and now I found all of you guys that love games, love horror, love talking in depth about games, and I could not be happier. I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. Take the leap to do that. It's the greatest. It's awesome. Here, let me minimize me. There we go. We got Game Fest. They got the countdown and they're doing tests. Have I played Half-Life? I have. Way back in the day. I would love to play it for the channel, because that would be fun. And I know everybody loves those games. And Portal. Oh. In love. Valve. All those years before they ever had Steam. Pixel Manny, hello. How's it going? Welcome to Summer Game Fest. Ricky D, what games am I most looking forward to? So many. All of them. Honestly, we were just talking about this. Snake Eater would be great. Judas would be great. Anything Resident Evil would be great. We were talking about Max Payne. Death Stranding seems super interesting, Miku. I was literally thinking that just as you typed it. I've done that game, but like every time I try to replay it, I make it like halfway across America, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't do it anymore. And then I can't, I was like, go back, continue. But it's so good. I love Kojima too. He's such a weirdo. He's like, people like Death Stranding too. I have to try harder to make it weird. But yeah, MP, I know that people linked Kojima to Metal Gear Solid, but his other works are quite interesting too. Death Stranding is really interesting, but no one remembers jewels like Zone of the Enders too. Oh, that's a deep cut. Zone of the Enders. I don't think I played that one, but I do know of it. But I'd be very interested. He's a very unique visionary. Like, I love how unique his sense of storytelling is. Also how prevalent he is, surprisingly, in the gaming world. Like, for him to band together with so many amazing other creators and developers is crazy. And the fact that he's a big fan of movies and is trying to bring like movie people in, like him trying to work with Guillermo del Toro and stuff, you know, on Silent Hill and so many other different projects that kind of tried and failed. Like, I love that, like, he's so interested in that kind of collaboration and everything. Pixelmania just paid for Game Pass in preparation for FBC Firebreak. Ooh! Gifted a subscription to your friend? Hell yeah, that'll be exciting. Oh, Diablo, Mr. Keiki, speaking my heart. I gotta play, I missed, was a DLC came out for the last Diablo. I gotta check it out because I don't know what the hell, how that one ended. We left on a cliffhanger. It feels like so long ago since I played that, but yeah, Diablo 5 would be great. Blizzard, amazing. I love them. I used to be, like, I think Diablo was one of my first, like, big computer games my uncle taught me. It was also the first time that I ever played with, like, another person. And we were on, like, Yahoo Messenger in 2 different rooms in the same house. And he had his computer and was, like, talking to me and telling me how to do shit. And I was, like, I gotta have been, like, 8 or 9, being like, okay, where do I go? How the fuck do I do this? No cussing at 9, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so funny, so many memories. I grew up gaming. That's just, it's a love, and I had to give it up for so many years because of college and then work. And I was like, how can I like incorporate this as, like, you know, work, so I can just do it all the time. So I was like, channel. Also another reason I did this. If you want to play Firebreak when it comes out, you're down, Max. Also be down for playing with peeps on the Remedy server. I'm down to game. I'm so excited. I'll be playing my first co-op game, really. And it's first for the channel, but, like, first in a lot of ways. Tomorrow, we'll be playing Back 4 Blood with Tim and Nate Nefarious, and Frostbit Moment, who's a friend of theirs. Very excited for that. Looks pretty awesome. I've not played Back 4 Blood, surprisingly. Of all the zombie games that are out there, for some reason I haven't gotten to that one, but I'm very excited for it, so that'll be a good time tomorrow. But yeah, Firebreak was awesome. I would love more of that. I can't believe they did, like, an action game. I'm proud of Remedy for, like, branching out. Also, for those of you guys that are new to in the chat, just coming in, and some of the lurkers that are out there, Max got special privileges. He's a mod for the Remedy control server for their Discord, which is crazy cool. I'm gonna keep celebrating you, Max, because that's a great achievement. It's amazing. So we have to try and squeeze the lore out of Max, is basically what I'm saying. So Pixelmania, you want more control lore? Max Deck is the one to target. He's got all the answers. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I hope we get more of that. Maybe they'll give us a hint in this. I wish we could have, you know, I wish I had known that I could stream the Game Awards. Was it 2024 when they did the dance up there for Remedy, when Sam Lake and Ilka Vili and Mr. Door and Matthew Peretta, like, all of them dancing. I was in my living room dancing, like, hell yeah. Like, that's the one I should have streamed. Uh-oh, he's keeping the secrets, Max. Here we go. Here's the countdown, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The following program may contain content that some viewers find offensive. It may contain flashing lights that may trigger seizures for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Careful, guys. Here we go. It's a party. I got my snacks.
Welcome to the stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Oh boy, here we go. You guys ready? Mr. Jeff, he's on stage. I've never done anything like this, so this is cool.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody. And
I know,
welcome
nice
to
shoes.
Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time.
We love
And
your suit.
special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to
Night Rain,
GameDiscover Co.
Inzoi,
Lots of
Expedition
great
33.
games. Now, the list includes
Schedule
beloved
1,
franchises, but sitting
Monster
proudly
Hunter.
at number 1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game.
The game looks
crafted by a
hilarious. I was
passionate
just saying
team
I
of
wanted to
just
play it.
10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And
KCD.
closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these
Kingdom
indie
Come was
creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay.
All these games look amazing.
They might get some nominations
From all
at
the
end
things
of the
that
year.
I've
We're
seen.
Not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is
Indie
clear.
for the win.
With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators.
Who do you guys think it is?
And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Ooh. Repo, yeah, it does look like a streamlined Lethal Company. Both of those games look hilarious. I've seen bits and pieces of Kingdom Come. Looks awesome. What's this?
You might be.
Ooh. Oh my god. Ooh. What is this, Silk Song?
They know naught of your nature. You're a weapon, child.
Love. I love game trailers, it's so good. It does look like an Elden Ring. Theophilius, welcome to chat. I missed you, came in earlier. You mentioned Kingdom Come. Oh, we got guns-ish. We love big hammers. Could it finally? Oh, Mortal Shell?
They'll worship you until you fail. Then what?
It definitely looks like a... almost like a From Software type.
You're no god. But neither have
Will we get a date? Looks like Mortal Shell. I'm digging the tunes. Ooh, you guys are right. Mortal Shell. Did we get a date? Coming 2026. Oh. That's good, though. 2026 is looking hopeful.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console,
He's always
PC,
so deadpan.
and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island.
Ooh.
But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
Ooh. It started as a Dark Souls clone. Ah, that's why it looks very From Software. From Software. Spurs. That's cool. 2026. It does seem like it's going to be a really big year for gaming.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Battle Royale. GTA might put plenty of games into the shadow. That's true. Also slated for 2026.
I saw Jonesy. All right.
This guy's so
Right
deadpan
now,
with
it is
his
an
face. I
honor to
love
welcome
it.
to Summer
Jack.
Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set
He's
to
always
release
like,
his
"That was
latest
great."
project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person.
Ooh.
Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great
Fortnite.
Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Hey, we were just talking about the man. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. The pain is in Jeff's
Eager
eyes,
to
yeah.
see you. Mr.
Always.
Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer
There he
Game
is.
Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so
We were
excited
talking
to
about
be
you,
at
sir.
So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
この
the
コロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for
vampire.
SGF. Let's take a look at this.
Special
あ
clip.
の
I remember him saying something about including the pandemic in Death Stranding 2. Subtitles are so off. It's so delayed. Oh my goodness.
Welcome. Have a seat.
So awkward.
Over here, please. No smoking, please.
Oops.
So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For living?
I'm a porter.
Now you Porter Bridges.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
Don't remember.
The girl. You're alive.
Oh.
Stop. 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 Stop.
Ooh.
Mystery.
Are they twins,
Well, that was
maybe?
a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the
Do you guys want me to
characters
turn
of
off
Neil
the
and Lucy.
subtitles? They are super delayed.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラク
DS2
ターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー。
and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって、
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and
で
reveals
前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど、
on
マツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Mads.
彼はもういなくな
And
っ
of
たの
course,
で、
by story,
まあ 2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マ
this
ツさ
time,
んの代わりというか
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Mads
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあ、ク
time.
リフすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character,
るようなキャラク
but
タ
I
ーを作ろ
think
うとして、まあ、ルカさん
we
に
have
お
to
願い
kind
し
of
て、
like top that
結構いいキャ
character.
ラクター
So
になったと
Luca Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
いた
was
だい
great.
た
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neil,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And
So
let's
many
just
celebs in
say
those games
this is
now.
not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene of
見に
Neil.
来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right,
There we
thank you
go.
so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone.
The
Great to
man,
see you,
the
Mr.
myth.
Kojima. Thank you.
He's like, you don't have to wait very long.
All right,
He does
and now I'd
amazing
like to introduce
stories.
my co-host
I think he
for
thrives
Summer
off of
Game
the
Fest.
mysteries
She's
and the
along for
theories and
party.
stuff, you know?
A veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Lucy James, the other host. Very exciting.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am
The
so
subtitles are
excited
killing
to
me.
be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an
short
exciting
for
new
him.
project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen,
dress lady.
Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, my God. All the film peeps.
So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Sounds like him.
But ambitious men do not listen.
I'm so here for
I
this
sought no war,
merging of film and games.
but war found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
He's so epic as fuck. He is a great actor. Forge your destiny.
But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Hell yeah. Woo! You predicted it, MP. Chronicles Medieval.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world.
Love the
Now
medieval
it's
world.
time
It's
to
fun as
hang
hell.
on to the edge of tomorrow.
Swords.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first
Sonic.
time.
That game does look interesting. Oh. I feel like racing is making like a bigger comeback. With like the new Mario Party, now we got Sonic. I can't ever not see Jim Carrey's face though. Every time I think of the Sonic franchise now. I do love the makers of Sonic. They listen to their fans and they do their best for these games. It's such a whiplash. Hey, Hatsune Miku! Oh, all the fan faves! Ah. Oh my god! They're doing the crossover. Where's Alex? He's the Yakuza crossover, holy shit. And Joker? Cross Worlds, they fucking meant it.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Oh my goodness, hell yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about
Miku
our latest
prevails.
Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Crossworld is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Oh.
So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform.
Is he throwing shade?
I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
He's throwing some shade there to fucking Mario Kart. Oh my god, Jesus. Minecraft. Could be good and bad at the same time.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say, you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
Damn. Look at them. Bandai is not fucking around this year.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for
We love
our
that,
world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this.
I almost did too, Clockwork.
If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? this time. Or maybe the next. You'll find how to save us all.
There we go. I would love another Devil May Cry though. That's so sick. Obviously it's not this. But I thought that too for a second there. It's that hair. Oh. Look at us. CodeVein. Cool. 2026, there we go. They need to get back on track with Castlevania. Ooh, that would be a good one. That would be such a good one. Plenty of people complain about crossplay with PC because of cheaters. There's that. What's next? It's looking spooky. Who hears this message? We are waiting for you. It's almost like Whiplash how fast they go through these, I will say. Just ooh. It almost looks like Little Nightmares, but I don't think it is. Arcade games are better than platform games. In time it will find us. End of Abyss. Ooh, that looked cool. I have no idea.
That was
But
a very
he does look
cool
like
new
inside.
game. That
That's
was
a good
End
call,
of Abyss, the
Pixel
debut
Manny.
title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles.
I'm down
Next,
for
we'll
that.
step into the black and white
It
world
does,
of
it
rubber
does.
hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by
going
first-time
back and forth.
developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of
Mouse
Mouseburg.
PI.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who have bent the city
It
to
just
their
goes
will.
so
Dumb wise
back and
guys
forth
fake
between
cheese
aesthetics.
And those who do anything to save it.
Very Steamboat.
They won't even know what hit them.
Troy Baker.
Here we go.
There we go.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious
PlaySide,
project from this
okay.
independent Australian developer.
He is
We've been
everywhere.
talking to them for
Troy
a while
Baker.
about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Ooh. Very exciting. Troy. Also, I like both Clockwork, arcade, and platform. Both are great. Oh my god, it's Game of Thrones!
You may think you know how the game
It
is
looks good.
But this is not the game you know.
It's so meta. This is not the game you know. I think they've struggled with games in the past. This franchise. Love that music. It includes the real ending written by J.R.R. Martin. I wouldn't put it past them to do that. Steven, welcome!
You
decide who wins
in
and who
2055.
dies.
They'll remake the series by then, don't worry. Dun dun dun. Dragon! It looks like the show, damn. The rendering engine here.
Game of Thrones.
Nice. War
for Westeros.
That looks cool. A real-time strategy game. I feel like it's gonna look nothing like that trailer, but that's cool. Hell yeah.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action adventure
Flippin'
RPG.
script. We're going to a new genre.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart.
Wow, they've come a long way, Atomic Heart.
2.
Oh, we got the classic trailer song with Queen. This is like every trailer song ever. Wow, Atomic Heart. I remember the first one, man. I was thinking about playing that one for the channel. I never got to play that one like thoroughly and like really enjoy it. I wonder if the fridge is in the second one.
Have a good hunt.
We do need more Queen music. We love Queen. Oh, we got robot butts. That's a new boy. Is he a snag? Uh-oh. You couldn't stand the protagonist, Pixel Manny? Oh no. This looks like a different game now on the beach here. Ooh. There it is. It's almost like Cyberpunk now. Nice. No date though, just says wish list. Here we go.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Mundfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Mundfish today.
Oh, they're doing another one.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it
is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
Uh-oh.
I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
The Earth is Rubik's Cube.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
mode? Yeah, maybe. It definitely seems like attached to the Atomic Heart franchise. The Cube, Atomic Universe. Oh, he's so cute.
Cute little guy. The
Yeah, like
Cube
maybe a
is
battle
yet
royale
another
type
new
of thing.
project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube. You can see there where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and
So, like,
consoles
Fortnite
this
type
holiday
of thing?
with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick
In the
between
Atomic
15
universe?
Marvel characters to play, but so far only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Oh, the camera zoom. Marvel Rocket. That's She-Hulk. It is She-Hulk. Hey. We love Rocket. He's a good one. The Atomic Universe thing is a bit too ambitious. Could be. Could be. Like, Steven, you might be right. Bad time for low-spec computers. He'll explode. I didn't want to miss your comment about Troy Baker, though, Clockwork, right? He's everywhere because he took over for Kevin Conroy's Batman. I mean, if you become one of those iconic voices, one for those characters, that is game over. You've won. It makes sense why he's so prevalent, you know? Just don't do what Marvel did for a universe.
What is this place?
Yeah, make sure newcomers can start at any time. Remedy does a good job with that. I feel like we switched from Marvel to this so fast.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs for the jewels. Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganyu.
Onimusha. Nice. It's fun how the most valuable companies show the cheapest productions in a good way. They're all-encompassing in a lot of ways. Ooh. Troy Baker did Harrison Ford's voice. I thought it was him.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword,
When I first
which
saw
we
that
announced
trailer.
back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's
2026.
completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's
Oh my
actually a
goodness.
thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Oh my god, it's legit puppets.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
It's like, hello, my friendly neighborhood.
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
It's like Rocky, but with Muppets. To save the only home he's ever known. Say, show us the
boy. Yeah, boy.
Take control of a flimsy puppet. I don't know what we're watching.
This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day.
Oh, we're doing the Karate Kid approach. Is it a fighting Muppets game? What the? Jim Henson, I don't know what he would think of this one. Uh-oh. Felt that boxing. That's a pun there. It is a Muppet fighting game. Oh my god. It should have started playing Eye of the Tiger, Stephen. It should have. That's funny as hell.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
Deception We Trust. Have I played the Bioshocks already? I have myself, but not on the channel. I definitely want to do
lost to
it for the
time
channel.
and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs.
And lambs.
Engaged in a perilous dance of wits. A game where truth is but a shadow.
Killer
Enough theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight.
It's like Among
Kill
Us, but
someone,
murder
and
mystery.
A clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues.
It is
One
like
step
Clue.
closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves
didn't do
win
it, I
by
swear.
killing every lamb. Lambs win by
You
looking
got
at every
murder.
wolf.
You got weapons.
Such simple rules.
So Clue
But
with
there's
extra
so much
murder.
more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle.
There you go.
Now the paths to victory
It's like Betrayal
are
at
clear.
House on the Hill.
You
Or
would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death.
Life
Your
or
invitation awaits.
Square Enix. That's cool. That'd be a fun one. Sounds very majestic.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from
like-
Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first
Among Us
announced at
realistic.
TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Release date trailer. Meow. We love the cats.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions.
I
You
feel like
don't
we
have to
really
walk
want
this
our
path
future to
alone.
look a very specific way. This kind of retro futurism.
Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
Looks like very open world. You keep getting an investor something and it keeps crashing the stream for you. Oh no. Digging the music. That's how I'm feeling too, Pixel Manny. Recently upgraded the PC and it's still not enough for what's coming. Oh, I know.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th,
It looks so good,
2025 for PC
All the
and
games.
console.
Graphics.
Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening
Dune.
combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Advanced access. How many words for early access do we need? Most of these games won't come out and they just tease you. Yeah, I mean, you always have to be careful with game trailers, right? You always have to take it with a grain of salt because, you know, they're using pre-rendered engines sometimes, a lot of times as well. PC hardware hasn't progressed a lot, but consoles are now at the level of mid-range PCs. Oh, interesting. Test. Ooh, test news. If you want to have the progress, you have to pay so much. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. You guys into Dune? You remember when a girl cosplaying the character would come out to talk about the games? Now they're letting the female employee do the talking. Yeah. You also mentioned, I mean, you're right too about your previous comment. They used to have like skimpier female presenters. Looked like Halo there for a second. I would like them to bring back the cosplayers. That'd be fun. Dune is going all out with their franchise. You still have to finish Tolkien's Silmarillion before you get to Dune. Silmarillion's good though. Fills in those in-betweens. Dune is a good book. I read it when I was a kid. And I think I watched the Jodorowsky's Dune. But I haven't really given the new franchise a chance. Game companies learned their lesson because, well, potentially. Or cancel culture. Yeah. It might be because the cosplayers don't know as much about like the development or tech side of it. Head Start now available. Nice, nice, nice. Silmarillion is so good. I was a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
When the void calls.
Try as I might to quell their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
Heroes must rise. I like their font.
Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey
Chrono Odyssey
awaits.
It does look like another Souls-like. Join the playtest. Ooh, that's cool. When is Rickety and the Amulet of the Light going to come out? I don't know, man. That file is pretty rickety. Almost broke on our way.
The true lead of the story has yet to emerge.
Elden Ring is huge.
Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he
You know you do good when everyone copies you, right? When you have 1,000 1,000 copycats.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you're looking for someone?
Is this,
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory. I never doubted that you'd end up here.
Almost looks like Genshin Impact. Is it, what is it, Chrono Trigger?
What ending have you penned for such
Wuthering
this
Waves?
time?
I don't know this one. Don't know it. Gotcha.
A rat in the vessel.
Enjoying going through the Silmarillion? Hell yeah.
Nuisance. I know all your secrets.
Ooh, we got a platformer?
And don't come back.
Mio, Memories in Orbit. Interesting.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Oh, this looks cool. Chrono Trigger, Secret of the Mana, and other old friends are dead. Oh, that's sad. If we're making anime games, we need a Speed Racer game. Ooh, it'd fit in with the racing trend that's coming in. A handcrafted co-op journey. Wow. This stop animation is really making a big thing in games. This is crazy. I was checking out how they did Midnight Walk. They like sculpted everything out of clay and then scanned it into the game and stuff.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
It's like Leica vibes, but also kind of sketched out, like drawing. Out of Words. Very cozy. 2026.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed
Ooh,
Mafia
that one looks
franchise
really good. I
from the
forgot
team
about
at
that
Hangar
one,
13.
Mafia.
It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900
Looks like The
Sicily.
Godfather.
Here is the Summer
Play-Doh
Game Fest
game.
trailer.
That one.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close.
Betrayal.
An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
I kind of want to play this one. It looks really fun.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don't
That could be a good
yourself
reason
on
clock
people
work.
around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Teach them a lesson.
I love it.
remind them of their obligations.
This is between us
Couple of
and
smacks and a gun.
Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business. It's family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do. Loyalty
We
is
can choose who
everything.
we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Exactly, literally, Godfather. It really is.
And if you
That's
thought
like
that
part of the
guy
reason I
a
was
stud,
interested
just
in
wait
playing
till you
it.
see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of
From
classic
Mafia to
LEGO
Lego.
play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Damn, you couldn't get more opposite in vibes. What? I mean, it's the beauty of games, to your point there, Clockwork, though. You get a little bit of every type of style, and the fact that you can do that at all is pretty crazy. But from Mafia to Lego is kind of hilarious. Oh, we got animate blocks. Like single blocks. This reminds me of like stuff that I played as a kid. Back to cubes. They ran out of franchises to turn into Lego, so now it's just blocks. Like, it's just the building blocks. It's Lego. Like, what else do you need? You got a single block. Don't step on it, but you know. You can play that thing. Rocket launch. I love it as a single eye. They can't do any pew 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 pew. Voyagers. Looks cute. Where's the Playmobil game?
Hello, Summer Game Fest. I'm Carolyn Lawrence,
Alan
voice actor
Lego.
for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I'm thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
I was gonna say, isn't that Sandy? The subtitles are so delayed.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and
Yeah, she's Sandy the squirrel.
handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen.
Most totally radical. Me on any quest. Oh my god, we have a fucking Spongebob quest game. Spongebob! I heard the last game they made was phenomenal. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
The subtitles say Liza P. Nickelodeon's coming in. And then we went super dark. We're like, remember that cute cartoon you had? It's dark now. I mean, all the fairy tales, all the Disney ones, I mean, they come from super dark, original fairy tales. Ooh, Liza P. I did buy this game and play like the beginning of it. I did not get that far, but it was fun from what I was playing of it. Got new creatures. Am I gonna finish it? I don't know. Kind of keep running out of time to finish it, but it looks like a really, really good game. I was considering whether or not I should play it for the channel. I just suck ass at it, so it's gonna take 10 years for me to finish it. But I loved the story, and I loved all the adaptation of the tale. I could play it with you guys.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms
Out
to play,
now.
so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill.
Whoa.
That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
That's a blend. Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That's right up our alley. I don't think I've ever expected to hear Jeff say Doki Doki on stage.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be.
5 chairs empty.
5 plates full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes.
Plates of tomatoes. Prepare dinner.
Plates of angels.
Plates of
Plates of her legs.
Of her legs. Oh shit.
Broken. Plates of flowers.
Plates.
Did Dan work on this? Children of the Corn and Village of the Damned combined. It kind of seems like it. It's kind of give me that like We Harvest Shadows, like cozy horror. Oh, straight horror. Dinner's ready. Fractured Blooms. Ooh, that's
There's
interesting.
a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
It's very Harvest. Was it Harvest of Shadows? That's interesting. It's not Team Salvato, so it's just kind of inspired by, or like kind of similar from Jeff's.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right,
Well-
NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe.
Yes,
Let's take a look
welcome.
at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and
Liza-
Soul Neo,
Liza P. looks
just
good.
out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
I know that the character design, the like animated character design, and then like the farm was really strange. It was very jarring. I think they're probably going for that though, right? Reminded you of China Stellata. Oh, I don't know that one, but interesting. Blade of Soul, Neo. We're going all out on the animes too this time around. It's an interesting one. Oh, we gotta... Blades of the Soul Heroes. Her hair. It does look like another gacha. There's actually a surprising amount of those types of games that are out. Remember the year Phantasy Star Online came out? It was huge. But yes, it's been a minute. It has been a long time. We missed you. We missed you here. Glad you can join us today. Something a little different with the Game Awards, you know, but it's fun. Got a cloud sword. Oh my gosh. From One Punch Man, Boros. Yeah. I didn't expect to see him there. So it's a collab. Crystal of Atlaan. With One Punch Man? What? They're just like, we're grouping all the anime ones. 7 Deadly Sins Origin. No, you just skipped over a pretty big collab there. Go for it, Gabe. Do Half-Life and Game of Thrones crossover. We need a Doki Doki Game of Thrones, and we'll throw in Half-Life. Heard one clap. I feel like his music is copying Zelda. There's a problem with this one, Pixel Manny? Where's Ghost and Goblins? I do love Zelda too. It's a good one. What sounds like sound?
5.6 is available today.
Swords of Art? Ah, interesting. Unreal Fest Orlando?
This is a technological showcase set in the
Is
world
this a
of
trailer
The
for
Witcher
another
4.
fest?
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time.
It is a trailer for another fest.
UEFN. It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
Unreal Engine. Yeah, I was hoping we'd see something Resident Evil.
We find a way.
Okay. End of a bit. Infinitesimal's End of Abyss. Unreal trailer, nice.
We altered the course
Oh, in that game,
of
Pixel
nature.
Manny? Interesting.
Unleashed
That's not
genetic
cool.
power across continents.
Definitely a sin
Now,
there.
It is up to us.
Oh,
to
there's a
nurture
lot of Dino
what we
games
have
coming out,
set
and I'm
free.
so here for it.
To find hope within this chaos.
There's some like Dino horror games coming out, and I'm so ready for it.
Well, to help life
Life
find a way.
Find a way. They pulled the Jurassic Park. There we go. Evolution 3. Jurassic Park. There's a specific game on PC that I played when I was like 6 that I was in love with. And I was like fighting with the dinosaurs, I think. I don't remember, but always loved dinos. Because why not? It remains to be seen whether they do know the 7 Deadly Sins, Steven, for that other game. I'm here for Jurassic, though.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Someone used the stock sound, and I was like, oh yeah, it is.
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Today, I'm thrilled to
Can you
share a
feed
world
customers
premiere
to
look
dinos?
at our next IP, Mina the Hollower.
Best customer service.
Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Ellie would love those dinosaurs. Is there a party happening in Discord, Max? Game Boy! I got him up here. Shovel Knight. I gotta say, this music, though, so nostalgic. Like Game Boy type style music. 8-bit. It doesn't even matter, like, what it is. It just always sounds nostalgic for me. Mina the Hollower. Coming on October 31st is Halloween.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes
Gotcha,
from
Max.
a well-known developer that has done... Yeah.
What?
Kyle
This one's
Bossman,
special.
everyone. Final boss.
He's like, you
All
forgot
right,
this
well,
one.
Let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade.
We love Wade.
All right, let's take a look.
Deadpool.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah.
I would love
Handcrafted
another
with cuddles by the
Deadpool
Merc with a
game.
MetaQuest.
Silk Song.
Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
Is it only a VR game?
Oh, hi, new friend.
200% confirmed, Silk Song.
Third burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder.
Quintuple A.
You'll
It's
care
so
for
Deadpool.
exotic pets, the elderly, and dysfunction with hip-hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time.
Just because he
This
cusses
guy's
a lot,
total
Clockwork. He's got the humor.
What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first.
And the meta-ness.
You're welcome.
Deadpool.
Who got the lobotomy with fries?
He always broke
All
the
dreams
comics,
of
the
being
fourth
inside
walls
me
and
come
stuff.
true in VR.
His last game was amazing because he was like, yeah, I know,
Spider-Man
I
gets
want my
insomniac, and I
my
get
game
this
like
shit.
this actually.
I'm
Like
craving
it's so
Korean
funny.
barbecue now. Is that weird?
Whoa.
Interesting. You had a dream about the VR Deadpool. Well, they made
Neil
it real.
Patrick Harris is Deadpool. All right. Next
It's
year at
VR.
last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination of
Dying
a decade
Light.
of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news: the release date.
Ooh, we love release dates. I've watched a lot of these games, the Dying Light games, but I haven't actually
He's a
gotten into them
narcissistic sociopath.
to play them
He's
myself. You guys
experimenting
like
with
them?
humans like they're lab rats.
Look at Dr.
God
Manhattan
only
looks
knows
like.
what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
It's always the Jaws.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
The Beast. Oh, this August. That is going to be overshadowed fast, though. Because Snake Eater comes out in August.
Factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Nice. Make a game called the Rickety
There's
Files
the
and
big
have
news.
it
Dying Light: The Beast is
Sentient
coming on
trench coat
August
named Trenchy.
22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to
Best
capture
VR
the
zombie
highs
game?
and
Ooh.
lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the
The Walking
nostalgia
Dead
of
game?
growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur and Annapurna Interactive, and this is your
Annapurna.
exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
I think I've seen.
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
You even did it like a trailer. Nostalgic trailer.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit.
It's like the 80s video game for
This
sure.
is retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good,
Joy
it's gonna
Division,
be one
Devo,
hell of a
Iggy
night.
Pop. Oh my god, Portishead, Roxy Music, Lush.
Cure.
The Cure, Susie and the Banshees. Damn, they really brought in all the stops.
Experience it for yourself.
I love that they did the trailer like a nostalgic trailer.
But the hits.
Yeah, you would have thought it would have been for the State of Play.
I trust you.
I wonder what the target age range for that game is. I don't know. It's all over the map. It kind of reminds me of spacing on the name. The one with Max. Life is Strange. With less magic.
Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
Hey Tim, how's it going?
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
Oh, here we go.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this.
And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
Nice.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me?
We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope.
Towa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Towa and the Guardians. Nice.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Towa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
Acts of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names.
Not necessarily talking about the style of the game, but the idea of nostalgia. The 80s and 90s are not that. Oh no.
Not until
I know, they're far now. We're getting the fighting games. Almost looks like Raid, the movie. It's kind of cool. They call this game Double Dragon. It kind of looks like Sifu?
Bad Atlaan.
It Acts of Blood. Yeah, it does look like Sifu.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Been waiting for more than a decade. Digging the music. New retro wave now. Scott Pilgrim! My lord. They're doing all the franchises. It is Ramona Flowers. Oh my god! They did 8-bit Scott Pilgrim! wow. I did not expect to see that one. Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim is back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time
Got that
and the
guitar.
streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right
That's awesome.
back. But first, we have
got
a
the
very
creator.
special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ooh, we love her.
Ah, there you are. Wait long.
Dimitrescu.
We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man-things.
The gold edition?
Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Sale. They're teasing us with Resident Evil. It did say Amanaguchi. Anamanaguchi. I can never say that. It did say that. Another Red Dead Redemption game. Oh, that would be great. Or Tomb Raider. Either one would be great. The first Descendant breakthrough.
Since the dawn of time,
So popular from
humankind has
Resident
been
Evil 8. It's so
obsessed
true.
with the hard.
God, they're doing the 2001 Space Odyssey music.
Now, a glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder. Scum.
Big hitter like witness this apogee, no fantasy. Big hitter like mix up pure alchemy.
The humor in this game.
Big hitter like. Big hitter like.
Your hard just got harder.
Scum. Full launch. Oh, Mindseye looks good. A competitor for Rust.
What are you doing here?
This game looks interesting.
Come with me.
Is that Everywhere Company?
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses
Everywhere
in my
engine?
head. Keep your lens feed on.
It promises a lot, Scum, yeah. It kind of looks like a Minority Report type of game.
That's been buried down deep feels
Detroit
like it's,
Become Human.
It's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
I don't want any part of your future. It's activating.
Looks more shoot 'em up than the last trailer I saw for it. Hitman! Oh my god. I'd love another Hitman game. That would be
Hi everyone,
hilarious.
I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindseye when it launches on June the 10th from Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week...
Yeah, this is the big one. First Light, 007. It's like an origin story for
This
Bond.
week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for
Like
a
half
reason.
hour, John.
I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well...
That's what I thought too, Max. Looks like Mads.
Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card.
Is?
Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
47.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Le Chiffre. Casino Royale is the
There you
Bond,
have it.
James Bond.
Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads! Pixel Man, you gotta go. Have some guests, you gotta get ready. Hell yeah. Enjoy the guests. See you in the next stream.
Mads, thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And
I love
you know,
this man. He's a great actor.
I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoots of the Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
Nice.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours. For
You
only
got that Bond
30
music in the
days,
head.
and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well,
There we go.
Atlaan, Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you.
I
Great
love
stuff.
that he
All right, now
participates
here's
all
the
over the game
announcement
world
of a new
too.
party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
Oh my god, back to Lego.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition,
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
Such different vibes again.
By friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings.
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It is Mario Party Lego.
Actually, more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot.
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes,
anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow!
So
we
meta.
got all that and more in...
Yeah, we got all the party games with Super Mario, Sonic, and Lego.
Whoa,
2025 's cool.
mighty tasty.
Very nice. Switch 2, of course.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Space shenanigans. I know, team shooter fire. Uh-oh. They remain elusive so far, Max.
Danger. Reactor overload.
Uh-oh. Moonshot.
I've got the artifact. Laser round installed.
They already showed a clip of Fire Break instead of play. That's true.
Now their ship
Maybe
is
they tipped their cards there, and they won't be here.
Is that the artifact?
Safe with me.
This'll be good.
We're jamming though.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
Wildgate. Very nice.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder how
Guacamelee!
come to this. It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
Pretty cool. It's like a roguelike. The art in these are always really impressive in these types of games.
Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Blighted. Very nice. Always down for roguelike. Definitely. Oh, I heard about this one.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
I think I've heard of this one. It's Very, in the audience back work? Probably not. And also they want to show stuff like this. Oh, body horror for the win here. It was a game description. Oh, good. It's almost like the Pine Harbor game we'll never get, but with better mechanics, more story. That looked like Control for a second there with the camera in the house. Woo. There's tiny ones. Looks like we're fighting a bunch of goth mogs.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
We love dates. No, that thing was ugly. The baby.
Galactic Federation. To advance its Project Enterprise.
We do love the Max. Totally Max. Yeah. Ugly in the ways that you want ugly. Gundam. Okay, could be. We do love the mechs. Cooks them with the thrusters, nice. COE would have techno choirs and Egyptians being next. Who doesn't love giant robots? Mecha Break. Very cool.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
That's what they like to do. They like to show you off the game but tell you nothing about it, Tim. Just looking for the Pacific Rim kaijus in there. Oh. Human Studios.
We must now
Jack and
face
Flash
a
features
stark reality.
in that one. It looked cool.
The industrial civilization we were expecting to join
Mr. Keiki! It's good to have you here.
is no more.
Thank you for being here. We'll see you in the next stream. This does look cool. Made by 8 people, Steven. It's like A Bug's Life with tech.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Infinitesimals. Infinitesimals. That's a cool
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very
Bugs Life
well.
and Gears of War. That's a good mix.
Please check this out.
It did look like that. That was cool. I'm here for that.
Happy birthday to you.
Uh-oh. Resident Evil. What are we getting?
Birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Their 30th
and to
anniversary.
celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
He's just saying, like, wait a little bit longer.
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil.
Exciting.
Now it is time for the next
I know,
big
all they have to
update
show is
for a
RPD or
beloved
RE.
franchise.
And all the hype for like, we'll tell you later. I know, that's the question, right? My guess is probably Resident Evil 9? But I don't know. It's anyone's guess, I think. This is a hilarious commercial.
Street Fighter 6.
What a brilliant trailer. Yeah, Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6. Years 1 to 2, Fighters Edition.
Flag time, baby. Julia's ring. Get 'em, y'all.
Well, we're grouping with this one. We had Street Fighter. I'm digging the vibes in this one. They didn't want anything for Resident Evil 9 now because the other games would overshine it. And I think they're gonna do their own thing as well for like their birthday, 30th anniversary birthday. This looks like a 70s style.
Countdown begins.
Like a 70s style, what, like Fortnite? Digging the music.
Adios.
New kind of Sunset Riders. It does seem very Team Fortress.
Wish list now.
Last Flag. So it was like extreme capture the flag.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Ooh. 505.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted?
Such a different vibe.
Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
How did games get so cool and Hollywood suck so much? Hollywood's stuck in a loop right now with they're trying really hard not to take any risks. You know, they want the franchise, they want built-in audience. You know, they're kind of stuck in their remakes and loops right now. And games are, I mean, they've been so much more innovative, and the interactivity gives you so much more to play with.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
Someone needs to ask the subtitler if they're doing okay. Yeah, they seem to be having a little some issues. Anyone across the world can make a game, but for a movie you have to dedicate the locations that cost more. Yeah, it's true.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
What?
Find them.
Wu-Tang, Rise of the Deceiver. That's cool. That's so interesting. Find the Ghostface Killer. Some people like to live in gloom.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
There you go, Guild Wars. Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you ask in the movie industry as well, right? It's always...
My calling takes me far
There's always
from
problems
home,
going on.
where shared struggles form fast
The
bonds.
indies are thriving.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me.
Guild Wars!
My story.
My story.
You like this one, Tim?
Is yours.
Your favorite story is Last of Us 1 and 2. It's so good, Steven. I don't think we'll get anything from Naughty Dog this round. Mongol. It's like Pokemon meets Genshin Impact. Yeah, the sports games really took a dive, Theophilus. It does. It comes down to money. I mean, first and foremost, it's a business, right? Even in movies and entertainment, right? People forget that it's an entertainment industry, and like it's building movies and stuff for people to watch. But they're The bottom dollar is the most important. The box office, the streaming numbers. The games. That's why they don't like to take risks. It's spot on Pixelmania. Right? If they know it has a franchise, if they can milk the shit out of it, they know you'll watch. Guaranteed money. Is this another Hoyo game? I don't know, there's a lot of anime ones this time. The very gacha aesthetic. I didn't answer your question, Clockwork. Gacha's like a style of Japanese anime game. Gacha comes from a word for Japanese like gambling type mechanic.
Long story.
Cyberpunk. I love that they said that there's gonna be no
another game
more
back
updates
to
for
a
Cyberpunk, and they're like,
classic
oh, by the
animation
way.
style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down on his luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Into the Unwell. Yeah, Assassin's Creed for sure, Far Cry. FIFA is gambling for kids. That's an interesting way to put it. I could see that.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
It's almost giving me Cuphead vibes, this one. Literally, though.
Maybe it's too much for someone like you. Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
Is he a cat? Like Tom and Jerry type cat? Oh my god. It's like a fever dream.
You still look a little unwell.
It is dark for his cartoon vibe. They love doing that.
Hey guys,
FIFA has little
I'm
slot
Ian
machines
Prue,
everywhere,
the
but
co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and
What a
20
hack.
million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
I feel like we were just
With
talking about this in
Splitgate
chat.
2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Looks like he's confused about being there. I do know what you mean, Clockwork. Old cartoons, they are not for children.
And he complete the comeback he's going to try. He shoots, he gets the kill. Now that's how you
Sport games would benefit a lot from going for a live service. Good. And stop the yearly releases. I know, the hat is a bit much for this. This makes me just want Halo. You want a game where you can actually go and conquer somebody else's land or world and they can't have it back unless they defeat you? That's an interesting one, Clockwork. I'm trying to think of games that are similar to that. It is creative here, though, with the portals. Pixel Man, you are right about that. I haven't played that franchise.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Got music. Got the hard-boiled detective in this one. Very noir. $19.43. Gonna go swimming. There you go, Miku. Have a good time. Thank you for being here. It kind of gives me Nobody Wants to Die vibes. With probably more freedom. You might be right there, Steven.
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Project Sentry. Stranger than heaven. That's cool. New Yakuza. I know, the one time that Alex is not in chat to defend
We saw it at
Yakuza.
TGA last year as Project Sentry set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now
like LA Noire.
1943. And knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way.
That's
All
why I
right, well,
hadn't
we're
changed.
almost
I'll
done
take
here,
it.
but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting.
I do love me some noirs.
Today, we've showcased a lot of
That's
projects from
interesting.
teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision.
Okay, Steve Jobs.
And while there are many places, really any place, this game
What do you
could
guys
have been
think it is?
revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
There you go, final one. Anticipate iGame. Hi, Dad. Welcome to chat. FBI. Businessman, the video game. So we're digging into a report. Alex, welcome.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
You saw the Yakuza trailer? Hell yeah. You know she's good at her job.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
She kind of looks like Rose
The
from
Rumwood
Resident
Hotel.
Evil 8.
I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Got my attention.
Hey!
It does kind of look Resident Evil. Yeah, people think it's that in the comments. I agree with you, Steven. This is my type of game too.
They're coming. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
X-Files.
You are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Oh my god, it is. It is Resident Evil. That was the remnants of RPD. Requiem. Oh my god, we got it. 2026. Capcom, you fuckers. He's like, very soon. Nothing.
There you have it. Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom.
It doesn't look like
We'll
it's
also
from
be hosting
Theo
Opening
Phillips.
Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing.
Damn.
Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer
They
Game
trolled
Fest
us.
show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone?
Very nice. All the hosts. Oh, that was cool.
Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit
Well, it's funny 'cause they did the
summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend. You can
original
watch
announcement, and they're like,
to
yeah,
highlight
it's
even
coming.
more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place
Yeah,
this
none
weekend.
of the
in
original
LA.
characters looks
And
like.
make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next
Someone-
with additional
Ashcroft.
new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome. And
We did
thanks
it.
to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting.
Party.
All right.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
gonna
look
do
like it
for Summer Game
continues
Fest. We will
Resident
see
Evil
you
8,
at Gamescom
but
on
it might
August
tie in.
19th.
It looks like it's
Thanks,
taking
everybody.
place like in the future for Resident Evil, since RPD was in Crumbs, right? So maybe going back to investigate Raccoon City incident, something like that. But I don't know. They trolled us. That was interesting though. Got some good ones in there. How many of these hosts have a YouTube channel? I don't know. Many of them do. Holy smokes, music. Why don't they leave Raccoon City alone? It started it, that's why. Well, that was fun. I know, Little Nightmares 3 would have been interesting to hear more of. Hi, Marto. I know a lot of people wanted to hear like Silk Song and stuff. Yeah, Jeff is trolling our ears this time. He threw the music. Holy smokes. Is it okay volume now for you guys? They put it loud. They're like, it's over. Get out of here. No Persona either. But very interesting.
Feeling bored with your video games?
No GTA either,
your
for
library
sure.
is full, but it's leaving you feeling empty inside.
Could it be quieter?
If you sat down and played your entire games library from beginning to end, by the time you
What is playing now? The game devs.
And everyone you loved would be dead.
I know, so
including you.
sad.
Don't let this happen. There is a better way. Hi,
No.
I'm Tim Schafer from Video Games, and I'm here to tell you the good news about Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs is
No
an
Nier
all-launch
3 yet either, yeah.
that plays hundreds of games so you don't have to.
The speech went so quiet. Uh-oh.
To show you at places like this digital showcase that you're about to see today. How much does this cost, you might
Day of
ask?
the Devs.
$5 million? $10 million? Absolutely nothing. Day of the Devs is a non-profit and supported entirely by generous contributions from people like you and also
You've
our
got to
generous
support our
sponsors.
devs.
So all you have to do right now is sit back and prepare to be inspired.
Yeah, chat's
Enjoy
always delayed. It's
Day of the
smidge.
Devs digital showcase.
Day of the Devs. I don't know how long Day of the Devs is.
I'm excited to introduce.
Wasn't
the first
necessarily
look at a
planning
new
on watching
title
it, but
from
if you guys want to
Annapurna
watch, I'm here
Interactive
for
and
it.
the developers at No Goblin. Ever wanted to live the fantasy of casing a place, gathering intel, and pulling off a heist, all as a mysterious?
No, all the cosplay would have been great. So true.
Well, in Snap and Grab, you'll be able to, and the developers are here to tell you how it's done.
World premiere. They do sneak some small trailers
I'm
into
Sasia,
these,
senior
but
level
usually
designer
nothing
and
too
artist
crazy.
at No Goblin.
I'm Jamie, senior animator at
No
No Goblin.
Goblin.
And we're excited to share with you No Goblin's new upcoming game, Snap and Grab.
Day of the Devs is about an hour long. Do you guys want to stay for it?
Snap and Grab. What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked. Picture this.
Watch a gajillion Resident Evil 9 reviews.
the
Oh, they
80s.
will. They'll pop up
And you
instantly.
are nestled between high fashion glamour and high ticket crime.
They'll be everywhere.
As
all
Nick
the
Nevada,
resident
the world's
channels.
greatest
They'll be
photographer,
pausing
you'll be
every
touched with
15
visiting a
seconds.
variety
Okay,
of
this,
rich and
this.
lavish settings.
I definitely want to take a
in
closer
which
look
you'll
at
have
it
one
myself.
question on
but
your mind.
It doesn't need to
What
be a
will you
video.
be feeling tonight?
A corgi. I completely lost track of whatever's happening on here. I was reading chat.
In Snap and Grab, you will do cool crimes with only your camera and your crew.
As you visit each venue, you will snap a variety of high-ticket items.
Usually tune these
And
out.
anything
Yeah, I
that
usually
might
end
help
up.
or hinder your crew's
I
chances
usually
of
end up
getting
keeping
to
it
them.
on like on the background, but I usually end up just like looking
Then,
at other.
you're
things.
done snapping. You'll use your photos to assemble your own step-by-step plan for your crew to grab your future
This is where they
possession.
put in all of the trailers that they didn't have time
Just
for.
be sure to consider anyone who might get in your way, including Rio, a detective who's been on Nifty's trail
But I
for
do
quite
like that
some time
they
now.
end up
Who
giving
knows
you
when she'll catch up?
giving some of the
As
devs
your
like
anonymous
moments to
deeds
talk. You
make
know.
headlines, you'll attract new crew,
hear from
giving
them.
you access to new ways to snap and grab.
Will you be able to plan the next perfect heist?
Or will your heist fail
So that's heist
spectacularly?
game with the camera. This seems cool. I know, there's always so much event stuff. Snap and grab.
We can't wait to see what you plan next in Snap and Grab.
Available early next year on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X
The
and
Xbox
S.
Showcase soft stream.
Does Untitled
Probably.
Goose Game ring a bell? It was one of the very
When
early
is that
Day of the
one?
Devs games. So early, in fact, that when we
I
asked
gotta
the
look that
dev
one
what
up.
the name of the game was, they asked, do they have to have a name? You know the rest of the story. House, based in Melbourne, Australia, is developing a brand new kind of experience that's unlike anything else you've ever played. But I'm not the right person to describe what it is. Better served
It's on
that these
Sunday.
anthropomorphized
I'll be
ant, duck,
streaming
wobbly
at that
creature
time,
things do it for
June
you.
8th.
Take it away.
10 a.m. We'll be in
Hello.
Walking Dead.
We're House. You might know us.
So yeah, I'll
because
probably
of
have to
our
watch
Goose
that one
Game.
off stream.
And we're here today to show you around our new
But if you
game.
guys are interested in like watching more of these
It's a cooperative multiplayer adventure made for friends to play
game
together.
showcases
called
and stuff
Big
like that,
Walk.
I'm down to do more of them.
It's a
I've heard of
tricky
this
game
one,
to
Big
describe,
Walk.
but it's mainly about doing two things: talking and walking.
We can do
So
that.
talking. It's a big part of Big Walk, and we've put a lot of work into making a proximity voice chat system that feels natural and playful. You'll sound different if you're speaking up close.
Hello.
Or far away.
Hello.
Or
The
in a
proximity
tunnel.
voice makes all the games feel very cinematic. Like when I watched like their repo
Or
and
over a
other people
walkie-talkie.
doing that. on Among Us.
Or behind soundproof glass. In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other,
Untitled
you'll need to find
Goose
other ways to
Studio.
communicate. So we've given you lots of ways to point and gesture,
Oh, there they are.
and plenty of tools to stay in touch when you're out of earshot.
I feel don't know.
And if you can't use voice
I
chat,
agree with you,
or you just
Theo.
don't feel like
This
it,
seems like a-
we've also
a
made a
fun with
proximity
friends.
text chat system, so you can play the entire game that way as well. Hello.
The game is set in a big open world that we've filled with all kinds of stuff. To see it all, you'll need to go for a big walk.
A big walk.
Exploring as part of a group is a special feeling. Our chat system makes it important to stick together, so navigating the world of Big Walk requires lots of teamwork and talking.
Oh, that's not like pass.
As you explore, you can split
a
up
tour of
and
the
go off
island
on your own
together.
adventures, or even lose each other accidentally.
Oops.
When you're apart, you won't be able to talk face to face, and so finding your way back together isn't always straightforward.
Oops. This looks
If you
cute.
get lost in the bush,
Looks
don't
fun.
worry. You'll find plenty of ways to stay in touch and find each other again. Hello? If anyone can hear me, please shoot up a flare.
Find a way back to each other.
Thank you.
This
Ah,
building
smart.
behind me
Way to do
has a
flare so you can
challenge
get
in
back
it.
to them.
Completing challenges like these is the way you make progress through the game. They're all about teamwork, and they're all a little bit different. A lot of them are designed so that you find funny and surprising new ways to talk. You might need to do some miming, or come up with a special code, or even sing to each other.
Okay, so you want to find a speaker that's like ooh wah wah ooh wah wah ooh wah wah.
They're not all about talking though. There's a bit of platforming in there, some sports, and some weirder stuff too.
Stop.
Our challenges are open-ended
And some weirder
and leave
stuff.
plenty of room for you to do things your own way. Like the rest of the game, challenges in Big Walk are about the joy of muddling through things together.
Little puzzler.
So that's Big Walk. There's heaps to see and do, but there's also lots of room to just hang out in between. We think there's some real magic that happens when you forget your plans and find yourselves doing something else entirely.
You can sit and watch the sunset,
Tell stories as you wait for the night to pass.
Go dancing.
or you could steal your friend's binoculars and kick them into the ocean.
What people will probably really do.
Oi.
Sorry.
Oi.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour and got a sense of what we think is so special about this game. We made Big Walk to be a nice way to hang out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you like playing it as much as we do. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Big Walk. I've seen stuff about this one before. Seems fun. The other one
This
seems
next
like
title's
Ocean's
from the
11.
art director
It
of
does,
Journey
Steven.
and the team at Giant Squid, who brought you beautiful titles like Abzu and The Pathless. You'll see the DNA of all those games in this one as you surf the sand on your sword and bring the sea back to life. This is Sword of the Sea.
Hi, I'm Matt Nava. I'm the creative director at Giant Squid, and I'm very excited to share with you our latest game, Sword of the Sea. Sword of the Sea is a atmospheric adventure game where you surf on a sword. And it is trying to give you the kind of spiritual experience that you get as a surfer, a snowboarder, a skater. It takes a lot of what I've done in my previous games, going back all the way to Journey, Abzu,
PC
The
gaming
Pathless,
show?
and you're going
What
to
is that
see
one?
those elements in the game, but it's going to take you somewhere new. Sword of the
That
Sea
one
is
already
all
happened,
about
yeah?
movement, getting into a flow state, and that's something that as a snowboarder I've
June
experienced
8th, 12
myself.
p.m. We'll be in
I
Walking
feel like
Dead.
there's this kind of magical experience that you have with these extreme sports. When you're doing it, you actually find this kind of meditative quality. You are moving very quickly, but you get to understand nature in a way that you can't otherwise. You get to see the whole mountain at once, and that lets you kind of connect with the world in a deeper way.
Remedy showing a
and I think
launch
that's
trailer.
what we want to do with the
Ooh.
game.
You'll have to watch it, Max, and then report. Tell us the news.
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea has music written by Austin Wintory, a longtime collaborator who I work with on Journey.
That it was public. I know, you have
Abzu,
to be-
The
you're gonna have to be
Pathless,
careful
and
about
he's
what
done
you know
countless
and
other
what
game
is
scores.
public.
It also has movement
wish we could
inspired by
surf
the old
swords in
skating
real
and
life.
snowboarding games. So if you played the
That
Tony
work?
Hawk games, if you played the old snowboarding games, you're going to love the way that you move.
Tony Hawk
in
and
sort of the
snowboarding
sea.
games. SSX was my jam as a kid. The snowboarding game.
We can't really guarantee that the game will be a spiritual experience for players, but what we
It looks
can
like
do
Journey
is
with
create
surfing.
the environment, the conditions under which you might have one.
Looks very beautiful.
Sword of the Sea is coming out this year, August 19th, on the PlayStation 5 and PC, so wishlist now. Thank you.
He's like, I don't want
This
to
next world exclusive is a sequel
Tony
to
Hawk.
a game that has over 4 million players and counting. A runaway hit, if there ever was one. But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved.
We're watching
and that's
the
exactly
Day of the
what this
Devs
developer
Pixel
did.
Mani. Did you see the final trailer that they gave at the end of Game Fest? Or did you leave for that one? Resident Evil 9? Just let me be Sonic the Hedgehog, run faster on water. Good, good. You do like where gaming is going, Steven? Everyone can make the game they want as long as they so that is amazing. It was Resident Evil 9 Pixel Mani. They actually gave it to us. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the end of 8. Seems to be like a different division investigating what happened at Raccoon City, but hard to tell. Definitely check it out. It's a big one.
Hi, I'm Wyatt with Coin Crew Games, and we're
Hello.
here to announce Escape Academy 2, Back to School, the sequel to Escape Academy.
Is it an Escape Room Academy?
Escape Academy 2 is an open-world escape room game, where between your escape room classes, you can explore a living and breathing campus that functions as one big
Escape rooms are interesting, but they're more fun if you
We
can do
felt
it with
inspired
people you
by games
actually
like
know.
Animal Well and the Legend of Zelda series, and how they
In real
leverage
life.
free roam puzzle solving, so we're really excited to bring that into the Academy.
Our background as a studio is in building immersive narrative escape rooms. So when we started making a sequel for Escape Academy, we asked ourselves, how can we push
The ill
that
game?
even further?
That
We
was
looked at feedback from the first game,
sick
and
in
the number
both
one most
definitions of
requested
the
feature by a huge
literally and
margin
figuratively.
was more
So Saved by
Academy
Munfish,
to really
that's
get to
interesting.
be a student at the school.
That makes me
This time
worried for its
around,
development,
we're going to
though,
let
if
you
there is
explore the
any.
campus,
I
to
feel
go
like
to
that happens a
classes,
lot, though.
meet other students, and most importantly, find lots of rooms to lock yourself up in.
To lock yourself up.
What
Have
was
I done
once a
escape rooms
2D
in real
level
life? I
select map
have.
Is now a fully realized explorable space. Whether you're returning to the academy or stepping in for the first time, you'll find yourself in a world full of unique environments, from dusty puzzle archives to hidden rooms in unsuspecting places. The campus is designed to reward curiosity with secrets tucked into every corner for players to discover. From lighting and atmosphere to environmental storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and mystery.
For Escape Academy 2, our approach to narrative is to really
The
lean into the
Gore-Tech took so
roleplay
much
of
money they
embodying
couldn't
a
put it
student
into
at
the
the
game.
academy. You can talk
For
to your
real.
fellow escapists to unlock quests, discover lore, and naturally get hit with a deluge of groan-worthy puns. Apologies in advance.
Oh, we love the puns.
Over the course of the game, you'll puzzle your way through character-driven quest lines that string together campus challenges and escape rooms, taking you through your second-year curriculum and the game's central mystery. If you want to get a sneak peek at the game and help us unlock its full potential, join our Discord and sign up for a
Join the
playtest. We'd
Discord.
love to borrow your brain.
Why are indie devs better at
Wishlist
showing
Escape
off games
Academy
in
2
studios?
today on Steam.
Well, they're
And
taking
we'll
their
see
time
you
with
when
these
you
ones,
get
right?
Back to school.
They get to actually explain what their game is instead of like rapid fire. through
Devo,
the trailers.
Smashing Pumpkins,
I always
Lush.
wonder why
All these
they don't
bands are
give
part of the 80s,
a
90s
little bit more
vibe
time to
that
the
is
Game Awards
Mixtape
to let them
from
actually
the prolific
digest
creators
each
of
trailer.
the Artful
But
Escape. But this is not a music game or a
I am
game about
8-bit.
music. It's a game about life and friends and the music that gets us through it.
Oh hi, I'm Johnny Galvatron from Beethoven and Dinosaur, here in Melbourne Rock City.
He's exactly
this is
what
our
you think he
secret
might
hideout
be.
where we make video games. This is one of our artists, Arden. Fuck off. We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind The Artful Escape. But who cares? What's next? We're making a mixtape.
I love his shirt. He's
We're
the
in
blue
Jeff
velvet.
Keighley's theme. We're in Day of the Devs too. Oh,
The 80s game. Escape rooms are
Mixtape
fun.
is a coming-of-age action-adventure game
They're a
about
good
three
time.
friends on their last night together, listening to a
It's like being in
perfectly
a-
curated soundtrack.
A
It's
real life
psychedelic
video game.
retrospect.
I would definitely say like
A
I
musical
would go
journey
with
that
people that you
documents the
know,
breadth
so
of
that
their
like it's a
friendship
group of
and
people
their
that you're
greatest
trapped in a
hits.
room with that like you can hang out and talk with, or just if you're super outgoing and you want to make new friends, you can hang out and meet new people trying to figure out clues, because you definitely have to work together because you have to scour the whole room to look for things. I haven't seen any ones that have filled with water, but I do know of some that have zombies.
A mixtape of eras, a mixtape
Like
of
horror
art
escape
styles and
rooms
media designed to take
and
you
Chainsaw
back
Guys.
to the teenage
There's some crazy
wasteland.
ones. And then there's also some experiences that mimic like horror games. I don't know.
Have we taught you nothing, Cassandra?
They're not escape rooms,
We all
but they're
go up to
like
my room and immediately
horror
bolt?
experiences,
Give
and they
away
have
your
like the
grabbing
chainsaw
boots.
guys and like barricade
But is
yourself
the
from
music
zombies.
any good?
Like Camp
Holy
Scare used to be one of them.
flippin'
It's defunct now,
meatballs,
but
let me
that
tell
one
you all
was
about it.
terrifying.
Thank you very much. We got
These guys
Joy
look exactly
Division,
like you think
Devo,
they are.
I love Devo. Smashing Pumpkins, Portishead, Roxy Music,
Portishead.
Silverchair, Lush, The Cure, Susie and the
Stan
Banshees,
Bush.
Stan Bush, The Jesus and
Iggy
Mary
Pop.
Chain, The Unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
It's killer soundtrack.
following
with this
us?
one. Your cat came back sick. Hanging out at the desk.
Boxes!
Mine ate salmon before the stream and have decidedly passed out in my bed.
This is a terrible idea! What are we doing?
If death looks you in the eye, dude, don't blink.
Oh my god. Don't get murdered.
Play it on Game Pass day one, wishlisted on Steam, play it on a PlayStation or Epic or whatever.
I thought we were riding together.
I didn't want to get all sweaty and shit.
Fair.
Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
Rosa was also sleeping since it was quiet for long.
Did you see that Drinkbox Studios
They gotta
just
get those
announced
kitty
their next
naps in.
title Blighted moments ago at
catnaps.
the Summer Game Fest? Well, now they're here to give you an in-depth look at the game.
Hey, I'm Ian, the lead designer at
Drinkbox.
Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Augusto, art director at Drinkbox.
We're excited to finally tell you about our new game, Blighted.
Oh, this is that roguelike one. This looks fun.
Blighted is a hardcore action Metroidvania set in a psychedelic Western nightmare. The game's full of mysteries and secrets, and one of its coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies, the player, and the world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual. When someone dies, a seed is planted in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains a knowledge and experience of their ancestors. That's how it was for generations. That is, until the one they called Sorcisto defiled the ritual.
Cool backstory.
He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Sorcisto ate the
This
fruits,
just gave me like
destroyed the
Chronos
trees, and
vibes
devoured your
from
entire
the
community.
mythology.
And in doing so, he released a reality-altering disease known as Blight.
Not the game, but
As
the
the lone survivor,
mythology.
you have a singular goal. Hunt down Sorcisto to reclaim the memories of your people.
Nice.
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight. It's constantly overtaking you, making enemies aggressive and unpredictable, and changing your perception of the world. You can find ways to suppress it, or you can harness it to fight back even harder. With practice, you'll be chaining together finishers, taking out huge blighted beasts, devouring their brains, and using their memories to fight and explore. With enough blighted memories, you'll start to see new layers of reality, reach hidden locations, and discover new gameplay mechanics.
Blighted marks our studio's first venture into 3D, allowing the art team to bring their designs
must be a
to
big
whole
leap
new
to go
level
from
as they
2D to
craft
3D.
gorgeously eerie worlds for you to explore. You'll be making your way through remains of long-dead civilizations and manifested nightmares, through mines carved into the interior of petrified giants and scaffolds to the gods. Drinkbox has a rich history with action games, from Guacamelee to
I love the
Severed to
comic
Nobody
book
Saves the
style.
World. And we're excited to craft another one that will put your skills to the test. Blighted will support full co-op like many of our past games, and we're working with composer Jim Guthrie to create a soundtrack you'll never forget. We're excited for you to try the game, and we're aiming to have a playable demo later this year.
Wishlist the game on Steam and follow us on social media to make sure you don't miss it.
This next title
There you
is from
go.
a bona fide Day of the Devs alumni, Outer Loop.
whose games Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age have both been previously celebrated in our showcases. Outer Loop prides itself on being a minority-led studio with a mission to create accessible but meaningful games about underrepresented cultures and themes, and this title is a beautiful and vibrant example of just that. This is Dosa Divas.
Dosa Divas. So we're doing some new games, some games we've already seen.
Lena meals. Packs a punch.
A spicy RPG.
No one cooks anymore.
Food and
This game reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
I'm so hungry.
Get those fighting games. Battle your salty sister. A lot of fighting games coming back. Dosa Divas.
Hi, I'm Eka, Creative Director of Outer Loop Games, and I want to introduce you to our new game, Dosa Divas, a spicy narrative-based RPG.
Settling in on your
Platform
desk,
through
Max
vibrant
Day?
villages, battle corporate goons, reconcile
The
with
thing
loved
reminds
ones,
me of the alien contraption that she gets herself
and eat
in.
one last meal together before saying
Mover.
goodbye. Double jump, drill, and grapple your way through the world to discover local ingredients.
I'm excited for
hidden
us to get
paths,
to Alien
memories,
Isolation
and
when
new
we do.
friends. Engage in a flavorful
I'm
turn-based
surprised that we
combat
didn't get
system where
anything
every
with
attack
Judas
packs
or
some
anything
heat.
like that. But he's
Especially
been
when
pretty
you time
close
it
to
right.
his chest about that
Hitting
game.
the action button as the
the
hit lands
Bioshock creator.
amplifies your attack damage and strengthens your blocks against enemy attacks.
Your
Use
cat's
boost
trying to
points
raise the
at the
volume
start
for
of your
you.
turn to multiply damage
Turn it
on
up!
attacks and skills. Match enemy flavor cravings to break down their defenses and leave them stuffed. Cook up made-to-order food to wake up villagers from a processed food-induced haze using the expressive cooking system. Delivering
Food
delicious
fighting
hearty
game.
meals reconnects communities with their culture, history, and shared memories and increases your reputation. Serve up
Very
looks like
sweet.
customizing your spirit mech goddess. Create your own spicy style with custom wraps and accessories. Dosa Divas, our spicy narrative turn-based combat RPG, will be out in early 2026. Thank you.
A lot of games coming 2026. Seems very interesting. A lot of people kept
Our
mentioning
pals
in
at Heart
the
Machine,
comments,
creators of Hyper Light Drifter
in
and
the
Hyper
chat,
Light
they keep
Breaker,
mentioning
have
Kingdom
teamed with their
Hearts.
buds at Devolver.
I don't
Mixed
know
some
that they're
things up,
making
with
more of those,
surreal
do you think?
interdimensional demon horror. It's a genre, right? Or is it a genre? Should it? Should be a
Interdimensional
genre.
demon horror? What?
Here it is.
Uh-oh. Oh, what a day at school. What happened today? Well, a giant demon came in and destroyed our classroom. Oh. Possessors. Almost gives like Doki Doki for like a second. Like it's gonna be some kind of school simulator and then it's a demon thing. Is this the same one? Yeah, same one. School's been taken over by demons. Interesting.
Hi, I'm Miriam, producer at Heart Machine, working on Possessors. Possessors is a search action game
set in Senzu, a corporate-run city which has been overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of 4 animated shorts we made with Powerhouse Animation. They each tell the story of how a character or a creature from Possessors survived the attacks of the demon, or how they perished. In Possessors, you play as Luca, a teenager from Senzu who was injured in the disaster. Luca was forced to make a deal with a demon named Rem for both of them to survive. Rem possessed her, healed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Rem are stuck together and forced to get along. They'll have to climb Senzu's skyscraper and fight through hordes of feral demons to escape the city. Along the way, Luca and Rem will discover what Senzu's corporate master were hiding, and piece together what happened by sharing their memory of the past. On behalf of the team, we're all very excited for you to play
Seems like an
Possessors,
interesting one.
which comes out later this year. In the meantime, you can wishlist Possessor on Steam, or try Luca's new demon power for yourself. A demo of the game will be available later today.
Very nice.
Moonlighter hooked me with its novel shopkeeping gameplay, its clean
Getting some new
combat,
trailers
and
here.
its satisfying
Not too many,
dungeon
though.
to market gameplay loop. I could seriously play it all day, and I did. The developers at Spain-based Digital Sun seem to have made some ambitious upgrades to its sequel, including an expansive 3D world, a big change from its previous pixelated form. I hope you're as excited as I am to take a peek at Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
Hi there, this is Isra from Digital Sun. I'm beyond thrilled to share this event with you and show what's in store for Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault. Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault is a sequel to our beloved shopkeeping roguelike. As in the first game, here you venture into ever-changing dungeons to fight enemies and find relics. Then you go to your shop, sell your loot, and turn it into a profit to get better gear. This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so special, and now we're bringing it to a whole new dimension of quality and ambition. Talking about new dimensions, this entry begins in Tresna, a blood-brimming town. Here, Will finds himself stranded after one of his adventures. He won't be alone, though. Old and new faces will join him along the way. For now, let's jump straight into the portal, where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From the arid lands of Hodu to the grassy landscapes of Hylia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards. Combat has been vastly improved, with some enemies specialized in ranged weapons, while others focus on close combat. Once you clear a room, several things can happen. You might find a perk, in-run effects that can increase Will's power and unlock new abilities. The other option might sound familiar to veteran merchants, as you can also stumble upon a chest. Inside, you'll find tons of priceless relics. Depending on where you place them, relics
I
will
didn't play this
unleash all
franchise.
kinds
Have
of
you guys
effects.
played the Moonlighter ones?
Backpack management will influence the outcome of your expeditions. Unlike in the first game, you'll be able to see the base value of each relic, although backpack effects
Lot
can
of,
double or triple your profit.
What's the style?
Let's say
Like
that you keep the
isometric
adventure running.
shape kind of games?
Let's say that you even feel brave enough to face one of Moonlighter's 2 bosses. These battles will put your skills to the test. Take the so-called Herald, for instance. This is one of the first bosses of the game, and shows how the combat has evolved since the first Moonlighter. The Herald will throw projectiles and beams non-stop, forcing you to find cover and dodge hits. He's also protected by a sound barrier that you'll need to deactivate before striking back.
Cool.
Merchants need to be smart.
There's so many games and so many different genres.
doesn't
I always
matter
end
how
up
far you
playing kind
get.
of more
Successful
story-based
runs
games that are
leads
kind
to
of
the
bigger.
same
I
place,
usually don't really
your
get
shop.
around to playing a lot of games
The
like
shop
this.
is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals.
It's cool to see them.
There are ways to influence the outcome. For now, all I can say is haggle hard, sell harder. Well, there's actually something I can already share with you. Just like the perks in the dungeons, you can also unlock special effects each time you open your shop. They can potentially skyrocket your profit, unleashing powerful synergies and selling streaks.
I will say,
You
so
never
many
know what
indie
will
games like
happen when
this.
you open your shop. That's why we call it a shopkeeping roguelike after all.
A shopkeeping roguelike.
That's
kind
it
of
for
funny.
now. After nearly
So many of
7
them
years
have, like,
since the
this kind of
original Moonlighter was released, we hope you are as
shop
excited as we are.
money-making
Please
system
stay
in it,
tuned
and I
to our
find that
socials for all
hilarious.
things Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault. See you in Tresna.
Inspired by Pietro Riva's manifesto, Rejector, Thomas feels driven to advance our medium by creating games for new audiences and to hopefully entice those who might not be usually interested in playing a video game to take an interest. From Thomas Waterzoo, creator of Please Touch the Artwork, this is Please Watch the Artwork.
Please touch the artwork to please watch the artwork.
Hi, welcome to Day of the Devs
ASMR edition.
I was gonna
My
say it's
name
very
is Thomas
ASMR.
Waterzui, and I'm a developer from Belgium. I'm the creator of Please Touch the Artwork, a series of casual and accessible games based on real paintings, where I explore what would happen if we did touch the artwork.
I know
usually
people would
start by
be
choosing a painter I like,
interested in this.
and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style. For my third game, I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper. But this time, you're not gonna be touching artworks. You're just gonna be watching them. At night.
That's interesting. It's kind of a cool way to incorporate art.
Please Watch the Artwork is a psychological spot the difference game, where you are a night watch at the Museum of Animated Modern Art. In short, Mama. Your job is simple. Watch the paintings and report any anomalies. However, these are not your everyday paintings. They are alive, and there is a mysterious sad clown wandering around, spreading their sadness over all the paintings. You're gonna need a good memory, focus, and lots of coffee to avoid this from happening.
And lots of
If
coffee.
you don't know Edward Hopper, no worries. You don't need to know him to be able to enjoy the game. But he's most famous for his painting, Nighthawks. He depicted themes like loneliness and urban isolation, so for me it made sense to create a psychological horror game. I also wanted a mechanic that made people really look at the paintings, hence the Spot the Difference gameplay. There are no jump scares in this game, and no monsters. The only things that are chasing you are the feelings of paranoia, self-doubt, and maybe some nostalgia towards Hopper's America from the early 20th century. Okay, you've got some clowns, but they are kinda harmless. It's just you, the night, and the paintings. I don't have a release date yet, but you can now wishlist the game on Steam. However, and don't tell this to anyone, it's probably gonna be around Halloween this year.
Makes sense. It's a
Thanks to
anomaly
Day
name.
of the Devs for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and I really
do
hope
love
you
art.
like this bizarre little thing I made.
Like classic
Bye-bye.
art. Such a cool medium. In another life, I would have been like an art history type, art history major, something like that.
We've had a long time love affair with this
Cool to
next
see a
dev
game
at
that
Tribute
incorporates
Games.
something
It goes
like that.
all the way back to the very first Day of the Devs, where we showed Mercenary Kings. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
Hi, I'm Frédéric Gemus.
And I'm Kevin Chiasson. We are part of Tribute Games from Montreal, Canada, and are currently working on Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a retro-inspired beat-em-up set in the Marvel Universe. When Annihilus launches an attack across the galaxy, it's up to 15 Marvel superheroes to save the day.
So far, we've announced Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Wolverine, Storm, Nova, Phyla-Vell,
And we've just revealed that Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk are joining the fight.
Each heroes have been designed around their unique strengths and powers. Some of them can take on airborne enemies, while others can deal devastating
Marvel
damage
fans?
closer to the ground.
Marvel DC fans.
We also introduced an exciting mechanic, the Cosmic Swap, a tag team system allowing for instant switching between two heroes, creating powerful combos and unique strategies.
For level design, we recreated iconic Marvel settings such as the mutant heaven of Genosha, the high-tech mobile base of S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, plus a thrilling roster of legendary locations across the cosmos. We had a lot of fun inserting fan-favorite references for you to find out in the background, so keep a lookout.
As devoted fans of the Marvel Universe, we saw this project as a huge honor and a great opportunity to celebrate our childhood's fondest memories. Who knew that the countless hours spent at the comic book shop or the arcades would bring us here today?
We hope that Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a true love letter to all fans who grew up with the Marvel Universe.
Still looking better than Marvel movies.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is coming to PC and consoles this holiday.
At least they get to explore a little bit more with the characters.
And now for
instead
something
relying
of a
on just
moodier persuasion.
the movie
a horror
franchise
fantasy
ones
life
that have been
sim,
picked out.
co-directed by the pixel artist from Celeste, with haunting and lovely music from Disaster Piece, composer of Hyperlight Drifter, it follows, and Fez. And to boot, an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
That composer's a good one. He's really good at making like haunting kind of soundtracks and stuff. How you doing, Alex? Are you excited for more Walking Dead this Sunday? This looks spooky.
Hi, I'm Isa, programmer and writer of Neverway.
Doing good? That's
and I'm
good.
Pedro, artist and designer of Neverway, a horror RPG in live sim, and the debut title of our new studio called Blood Inc.
You play the game as Fiona. After quitting your dead-end job, you try to start over on a farm, a place where you can escape from all your problems, and finally it starts fresh.
But it gets darker. Fiona will find
Spooky
herself
farms are
inducted
coming
as
in.
immortal herald of a dead god. With your sword, you can fight in a fast-paced combat, and you can choose your secondary gear to change how
I
you
love this
fight,
kind of
like
emerging
a hookshot you just crafted.
But remember, you
subgenre
still need
of,
to
like,
keep your
cozy
new life
horror
on
that's
track.
kinda coming
You
in.
can do things like shopping at the Cellmart or paying your mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also be friends
life.
or even romance more than 10 characters, each with their own special cutscenes and routines that can interact with each other.
And as you get closer to those characters, you can use those relationships to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
You can farm, fish, and cook, but Neverway doesn't play like a regular live sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening, and you choose when to advance by doing things like eating, sleeping, or reading a manual. The idea is to let you set your own pace, so you can choose when you want to fight, or when you just need a break and see your friends.
You will eventually start searching for the Neverway, a decaying, nightmarish reality that is slowly leaking into yours. There you will learn what's happening to this dark, post-apocalyptic world as you pay out your debt.
If this sounds like your kind of game, you can wishlist Neverway on Steam and stay up to date to our latest
Back to our
announcements.
spooky cartoons.
And thank you for watching.
Seems like a cute one.
It's time for a world premiere. This one from a studio based in Johannesburg called Nyamako. Their previous title, the postmodern platformer Semblance, earned them a place on Forbes Africa's 30 Under 30 list back in 2018, along with a host of other accolades. And since then, they've been hard at work
Time to
on
sleep.
Relooted, a heist
MP,
game
thank
which
you for
tackles
being
a
here.
political and righteous
This thing's
subject
almost
matter.
done. It's about 20
Please take a
minutes
look.
out from kind of ending their dev thing, so we'll finish it out. But thanks for being here, MP. It was good to see you in chat.
Something incognito.
Like a
Get some
submarine.
good sleep.
No, but also fast. Like a jet/submarine.
Can you be serious?
We don't sleep, Alex. You and me both. These games and work.
Hi, I'm Market, the lead animator at Nyamako.
And I'm Sita, producer at Nyamako.
Relooted is set in the near future, where a new treaty has been signed between the West and Africa. The treaty
think the
goes
person
that
who's
all
writing the
African
captions for
artifacts
this
that are
needs
on
some sleep.
public display must be returned to
Little
their
rough.
country of origin. But museums are using a loophole to avoid repatriation.
Theophilus.
They
Oh my
begin
goodness,
to
almost
only
3
exhibit
a.m.
artifacts in private.
Holy
Our
smokes.
heist crew is made up of regular
thank you for
people
being here with
who
us.
band together to see these artifacts returned to their
Who
country
needs
of
to
origin.
sleep?
Operating
You stayed up
from
late
a
and
hideout
party.
in Johannesburg,
Alex,
South
nice.
Africa.
Cuckoo, how do you do the mysterious play, guy?
Are you not tired? Rest. We have work to do tomorrow.
In the real world, a French government report estimated that 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage
Crazy,
is in the
the
possession
time
of
zones.
Western
Always-
collections.
always,
that is
surprise
millions
me.
upon millions of deeply important cultural, spiritual,
I'm
and
always so
personal
honored you guys
artifacts,
stay up so
including
late to
human
be with-
remains
hang out with me.
that aren't in their rightful place. While the locations in the game are vague and invented, the 70
Might do it for
artifacts
the
in
Emperor,
Relooted
Alex. There you
are
go.
very much real, and as of today, reside in Western museums and private collections. Take, for example, the Ngaji drum, a hugely important
Seems like an
spiritual
interesting
item
game.
to the Pokomo people of Kenya. It was believed destroyed in 1910. In reality, it had been sent and kept in storage in a European museum. In 2016, a museum
makes sense.
let a Pokomo prince visit the drum in storage. He was the first Kenyan in over 100 years to see the drum.
Wow.
It still remains in storage today. Before each mission in Relooted, players will receive a briefing where they can learn more about these artifacts, where they are from, their significance, and how they came to be removed from the African
Pretty
continent.
cool. I love games
He
that
was
incorporate
taken
like a
to
history,
England
real life
following
history,
the suicide of his father and the defeat
and a lot of
the
cultures. And
Ethiopians
it's one of
by
the things
the
that's
British at
really
Magdala in
amazing. So you get to kind of get a taste
Relooted
of
is a
it.
combination of action and puzzle. Once you pick up a target artifact, the alarm triggers, and you only have
you
a
learn
certain
better.
time to
You
get
know,
out
you learn
before
better when you're
security arrests you.
experiencing something.
The puzzle
and
comes
you're
in
having
figuring
fun
out your
doing
plan,
so. It sticks in your
and
brain
the
more.
action
Tends
comes
to.
in executing it. The heists are made up of 3 phases. In phase 1, you case the joint, collecting information about where the targets are and what obstacles you'll face.
It's kind of like a heist
From
game
here,
to
we
reclaim
can
lost
smash
artifacts.
the security glass
That's
and
kinda
get
cool.
you up to the next floor.
In phase 2, you roam the level, carefully avoiding tripping the alarm and preparing your escape route. In phase 3, you execute, flowing through your plan and evading security
Love a good
systems
heist
as you
game.
carry Africa's heritage home.
I think GTA took the cake in terms of planning the heist, though. Sunday Walking Dead episode 3 and the first part of 4. Yeah, it'll probably
Relooted
either be
is
the first
coming
part
to
of
Steam,
4, or if
the
we
Epic
can
Games Store,
swing it,
and
maybe
Xbox
finish
Series
4.
X and
then I
S.
was thinking
You
we
can
could
wishlist
do
it now.
5 and
Remember
then 400
Patapon, that
days.
charming series
If
of
we
games
don't,
about those little dudes walking
if we do
around
get to
doing
finish
stuff
4,
and making music?
'cause it
Well, there's
seems
a
like those
sequel.
two can
Well, kind of a
kinda go
sequel. It's a spiritual
together-ish.
successor. It's the
That
core
makes
team from
sense.
Sony Japan that made the OG games.
But if we
coming back
end up
at ya
splitting
with
4,
more
then we
charming little
can.
dudes doing stuff while
Obviously,
making
we'll do
music.
4 and 5. in the
こんにち
following
は。パタポンの原作者であ
episode.
り、現在ラタタンの開発をしております小谷博樹と言います。
そして私はラタタンのリードプロデューサーを務める坂尻和人と申します。
私は現在サーフィンやランニング、そして大好きなけん玉の練習をしている時以外は常にラタタン
Next
がより
episode
面
of
白くな
Walking
るよ
Dead
うに
looks
努力をしてい
very
るところになります。
ラタタンはよりカラフルなデザインと、
Episode 4 is long
オンラインマルチプレイモード、ローグライトなど
Yeah, it might
新た
just
な
be
ゲ
half
ーム
of
デザイン
it.
に取り組んで日々開発を行っ
We'll
ていま
see
す
if。we can push through, though.
そして皆さんと一緒に
But
育
yeah,
ててきた
if it's
ファン
long,
ベースはとても素
you
晴ら
know
し
the
い
way
も
I
ので
play
あり、
Alex, so
コミュニティに投稿していただけ
it'll
る
be extra
応援
long
のメ
at
ッ
my
セージ
rate.
とか可愛らしいファンアートにはいつも励まされています。
プロデューサーとして日々この業界の苦しさを感じております。ですが、こ
Did
の
you
ように
like
自分たち
the
の好きな
400
ゲーム
days
が作れる
DLC?
ことに日々喜びを感じています。我々インディーチームですの
Is it a
で
good、one?
まだまだ皆さんの支援が必要となります。今日は、新しいトレーラーをお持ちしましたので、ぜひご覧いただきたいと思います。それでは、どうぞ。
Trailer. Corner Days is pretty good. That's good. I think it's the only kind of odd one out, because then it goes 400 days, and then it's season 2, 3, and 4. I don't think there's any other DLCs in there, right? I know they did a Michonne one that was kind of a standalone. His music is so cutesy. I know Rataton was a big deal. It's got a cult following, I think. Okay, yeah, so just 3, 2, 3, 4. Good to know. I'm excited to get to those. Got that devious music going on with this one. Cute one. People were waiting for that one, I know.
そして素晴らしいファンの皆さんに感謝を込めまして、乾杯!
This next game, led by the legendary Warren Spector of Epic Mickey and Deus Ex fame, is a totally new take on stealth. His talented team is making something like nothing else.
Games.
It's an evocative game set in a turn-of-the-century universe, and I cannot wait to play it.
Hi, I'm
Terrible
Warren
at
Spector,
stealth, but
Chief
still
Creative
fun.
Officer at Other Side Entertainment.
Look at all his board games.
At Other Side, we don't play
It's like
it
being
safe.
at a game house.
We take chances, we tackle hard problems, and we do what's right for games and gamers. And what's right now is Thick as Thieves. It's a multiplayer stealth action game, unlike any action or stealth game you and your friends have experienced before. Response to the idea and what we've been able to show has been terrific. The team behind the game is so excited by the response that we wanted to show you more. So here's an early pre-alpha sneak peek at Other Side's upcoming player-powered game, Thick as Thieves.
Thick as Thieves. It was fun. A lot of heist games. Sneak in and steal stuff.
So
It seems to be the theme for a bunch of these.
All the bells and whistles of an immersive stealth game, like hiding in shadows, understanding NPC pathing and vision cones and timing your movements with them, and lockpicking your way through a guarded location. The X factor to me, however, is probably the presence of other players in the same game.
Oh, so you're all competing for the same heist? That's kind of funny.
I could study the AI all
That's
day
very
long.
interesting.
I could study the levels all
For
day
Walking
long.
Dead, Alex?
Like,
Okay, the perfect way to call it on
I don't
Sundays
know
to
what
get to
another player
Crawford
is
and
gonna
then
do. Are they
stream the
gonna
second
actually
half.
pickpicket me,
Okay, so
making,
Crawford
you know,
is the
situations that are just so fun.
one I should look
Something
out
that
for.
won't happen in another match ever again. I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
I can feel like a real master of stealth or
I'll keep a note of
deceit or
that.
cunning, because I'm not just outsmarting NPC AI, which can be satisfying, but it's an actual human being that I'm getting the best of.
So one of our core design
I'll
pillars
write that down,
in
Alex.
Thick as
Thank you.
Thieves is to play with your ears.
Keep out
And
the
to
plan.
me, that means a lot as audio director, because you understand your surroundings at all times. You understand where you are on the map. You can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other threats like guards. You could also be able to tell, like, oh, I'm in this quiet environment, and then I can hear outside it's very loud. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, okay, if it's raining and there's a thunderstorm, maybe that can mask some of my sounds so I can kind of go in undetected.
This seems like a cool one. A competitive
And a lot of this is not
stealth.
faked. If you hear a train in the background in the distance, there's actually a train passing by in the world. Every thief for themselves, right? You know, thieves going at it 1v1v1. And one thing that I really like to do is kind of stay back in the shadows and watch everyone go at it. People are falling into my traps and then just waiting for the right moment to swoop in.
Yeah, you could almost plan it so like other people do the heist for you, and then once they all come out, you could just get them and get the loot and then leave.
So
without
every
having
match
to go
is
in
always
yourself.
fresh to me. The weather changes, the locations of the clues or the loot,
Seems like a cool
the
one.
guard
Be fun with
patrols,
friends.
and of course the players are always on their own separate quests. So really anything can happen. You know, we've been working on this game for a while now, and I'm just totally stoked that other people are excited about it too. I really want to get this game in front of more players as soon as we can, and I'm hoping that many of you will sign up for a playtest. We'd love to get your feedback on the game, and we'd love to show you what we've been putting together over here. So, thank you very much.
This is a new title from a longtime collaborator
Fun.
of ours.
Seems like a good
Both
one.
at Double Fine Presents, where we published our game Kids, and here at Day of the Devs, where we've highlighted titles like Time Flies. Here's a first look at their new game, Pocket Boss.
Pocket Boss.
Hi, I'm Mario. I'm roughly half of a small studio called Playables, based in Zurich, Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play and Kids. But now I'm looking forward to show you something brand new, Pocket Boss. Pocket Boss is a
Going with
short
that
game
Zoom
about
mic.
the small
This brings
joys
you back to my
of
film days.
manipulating data. As a remote worker, you're in touch with your boss through a chat interface and will get all kinds of requests.
Oh lord.
Be smart, erase competitors with one swipe of a finger, navigate the stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions for hard problems.
I wish work
Your
was
boss
really
will
like this
verify
remote work.
if everything looks correct, and most importantly, beautiful.
Beautiful.
But as you do all that, the charts start to get a life of their own. They go wild. Will you be able to tame them? Or maybe even find your own
Tame
satisfaction
your
on
work
your way
pie
to
charts and
success?
stuff. That's hilarious.
Pocket Boss is an intimate encounter with
It's like,
data
no, I don't want to deal with
exploring
it.
the secret
Even the
life of
graph doesn't
charts.
want to do it.
The game will come out later this year.
That's a very original game. Original concept.
You can find more information and a link to the Steam page on pocketboss.ch. Thank you.
That's a good one.
This autobiographical game is all about food and our complicated
It's rare to find
relationship
games
with
that
what
are
we eat and what we
completely,
see
like,
when looking at the scale.
Off.
Its unique
of-
gameplay unpacks the frustration and even
Like,
the
off on the
strange
road
humor of
that haven't
cooking,
done
eating,
anything
working out, and
like
more.
other
And we
people have
finally
done.
have a release date.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm AP.
We're the co-directors of Consume Me.
Consume Me won the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at the 2025 Independent Games Festival.
More importantly,
trying to find the
it's about to
Capcom
get
troll
its
part for a
release
friend.
date announced at Day of the Devs.
After
Oh,
we
you
talk
can't copy the
specifically
links.
about how cool it is.
Time for ongoing streams.
Did you feel like
Oh,
a complete jerk and or a loser in high school?
They really
Well, I
trolled
did.
us, Max. They're like, yeah, we'll get to it.
And I did
soon.
not stop her from
Really
spending
soon.
several years of her
But that's all
adult
you
life
get.
letting me make a
They brought
hardcore
Maggie in and
role-playing
everything.
game about it with her.
I was not my
That
high
is-
school
it'll be
valedictorian.
everywhere.
My grades were a toilet emoji.
Oh man.
Furthermore, 0 European museums
All for it
had
to be
ever
cut
yet
off.
featured
That's
an
brutal.
exhibit of my art. So the only thing I could think of to want to do was get hot. That's where you come in. Are you tough enough to help cartoon me get hot?
Each story chapter in Consume Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
I try to put timestamps in my
You, the
streams
player,
after
must
I stream,
manage
so
your
I'll
schedule
try
by
to
making
see if
meticulous
I can find it in there,
decisions
Max.
about how to spend her free time.
When the stream's
Every
over.
activity costs or boosts different resources. These activities often involve mechanically hilarious minigames.
In Consume Me, putting food on your lunch plate is a
I just
puzzle
learned about
game.
like
You can buy a sponge at the
clips more or
corner
less.
store
I know it's
to
a thing
make
on
the
YouTube, but
hitbox
I've never
bigger in
really
the bathroom
participated in them.
minigame.
But somebody,
And
I
you
found
can
out
also
somebody
wear a
clipped
special
something
outfit
from
that results in your
Alan
mom
Wake
giving you
of
more
mine
money
a couple
if
months
you
ago, and
clean
I was
the
like,
whole
what?
bathroom.
I didn't
Yoga
know.
might kill you.
Encounter cash on the street while walking your dog.
This part is based on real life, by the way. 1 out of every 16 times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
Damn. Just making bank
Can you
walking your
win the
dog.
heart of the boy of your dreams? Can you hold on to it? Can you chart a course toward a sustainable future? Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your plate? Or is it already full to bursting?
More importantly, does any of this matter, either in the game or in real life?
We don't have time to spoil the story here.
So you'll have to find out yourself when Consume Me comes to Steam on September 25th, 2025.
Please wishlist it as soon as you can.
Seriously, at the rate of $20 per 16 dog walks, it is going to take me 1,095.89 years to earn $1 million, and we need to make another game after this.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Very sweet.
Sometimes great games can go unnoticed. If you're lucky, maybe you build a small cult audience, but very rarely do those games go on to inspire huge games
Trying to
like
copy a timed
Undertale.
link of the official
That's
stream,
exactly
but
what happened
no.
with this
Oh,
game.
no.
Originally released in 2008,
Which
and
should
now
be
seeing
ending
a release on
relatively
Steam and
soon,
Switch.
so maybe when they kill the link,
Hello,
you can get
I
to
am
it.
Mortis Ghost, a Brussels-based comic book artist and creator of the game Off.
Yeah, anyone who didn't watch, they missed out on that troll. It was a good one.
Off is a game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweetie, drooling crybaby. It's a Japanese-inspired RPG where you control a baseball batter chasing ghosts in a cubic, strange world. I made this game with no other ambition than to create something funny to show my friends and
subtitles
a
are
few
competing
people on
now.
the internet. But it got out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the game is somehow cursed. It harbors a diabolical force that I can't describe. I ask you please not to play it.
He's doing that reverse psychology. He says, please don't play it.
Hi, I'm Jack
It's cursed.
Murphy, a dev on Off.
I'm Ryan Allier and the studio director. It's been a pleasure to work with Mortis
I love
Ghost to
this
bring
cat.
Off to fans old and new.
Off has inspired many indie RPGs over the years, such as One Shot and Undertale.
I don't know this one
Hey everyone,
as
it's
much, but
Toby.
I do know that.
Off was a big inspiration to me and Undertale, and I hope you will take this chance to play it either for the first time or the 100th time. Oh.
Sweet.
Off celebrates its 17th
Seems like it's
anniversary
got a big,
this year, and we've worked hard to preserve its original spirit as we bring it to modern platforms.
In addition, Morris
Small
Ghost has
following,
designed
big small
6 new
following.
bosses for
Looks like
returning
Undertale, it
controllers.
does.
Plus, we have a new
John.
soundtrack, which you're hearing right now, and revamped combat.
It's kind of got the same vibes. Yeah, inspired. It makes sense.
We're proud to announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
I love the props. Red Dragon, hello. Good afternoon. We're finishing up our Games Fest stream with our Day of the Devs here. I caught the highlights of the State of Play.
And now, a world premiere from a studio
Some
based
good
in
stuff.
Quebec called Game Team 6. This is their
Did you watch
second
it?
game together, and it's one of those where the title kind of tells you all you really need to know and has you sold before you've even seen a pixel. Please enjoy your first look at Tire Boy.
Tire Boy.
Hi, I'm Corey Martin.
I'm Thomas Tobin. And I'm Andy Chmelenko.
We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada making heartfelt games with big ideas. We're so excited to introduce you to Tire Boy, a playful action-adventure platformer about a
He's
tire
literally
person.
a tire boy.
Tire Boy is fast and nimble, leaping
the
through
Wicked
lush
2 movie?
environments,
Yeah, they
solving
gotta do the rest of the
environmental puzzles,
album.
and taking on heroic
That's cool.
battles.
I didn't see that they dropped that.
All
should
while helping
check it out.
locals and uncovering his own past. Tire Boy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a child. At the start of the game, we learn how he was raised by a large owl named Nestwick and doesn't know much about his family or ancestors.
It's a story about connection and curiosity
Maybe Pyramid
as
Head can
Tire
take
Boy
care of him.
journeys through a vast, unfamiliar world,
Oh, he
searching
rolls.
for purpose and traces of his forgotten origins.
Many of the locals have
You can
grown
do a
fond
timed
of
link
Tire
on
Boy.
Twitch, Max?
They'll
Hell
often
yeah.
ask him for things ranging from small favors to the game's main objective, which is to repair a giant radio transmitter to help the local community make contact with long-lost travelers. In spite of its silly premise, we're striving to make the world feel really grounded and genuine.
Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the
These
scale
guys got
of
the
things in the
cinematic
world,
chops
wanting to
with their
make the player
cameras.
feel small and make you feel like a kid, giving you that childlike experience of feeling like everything around you is impossibly big. And that has a meaningful impact on gameplay, given that you move fast and it feels more satisfying to do so in a big, sprawling world.
Tire Boy is weird, heartfelt, and full of little surprises. And we've built it to feel like a place you'll want to come back to, whether you're chasing
Witcher
big
4?
moments or
Oh,
just
it's
soaking
gonna
in
be
the
so
quiet ones.
And Ghost of Yotai.
Wishlist Tire Boy on Steam now and follow @tireboygame.com on Blue Sky to keep up to date. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Who doesn't love a vacation? Toem took us on a delightful expedition, and the
I think
sequel,
Switch
Toem 2,
2?
takes us even further from 2D to 3D. Something we made from Sweden does it again.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Niklas.
Co-founders and developers
Are you
of
talking about
Something We
these
Made.
ones here?
Some of you
These
might
are, like,
remember us,
PC
or even
these are, like,
better,
indie
our
devs that
little
are doing
game
their
Towa
thing.
from 2021's showcase.
Making Toem was an adventure on its own. We never thought it would bring a whole
Yakuza 9
chapter
director's
afterwards
cut.
filled with love from all around the world. And that's why it's exciting and honestly
Every time
a bit
Yakuza was
scary
mentioned or
returning to
referenced,
something so
Alex,
dear
your
to
name
our
popped
and
up.
others' hearts. We teased the game at Wholesome Snack in December, and we're beyond stoked to show the game for the very first time.
Yakuza 0. Yeah, that's gonna be a really exciting one.
Toem 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical world, where the main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Toem. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps into their biggest adventure yet. And what the phenomenon is this time, well, you'll have to discover that yourself.
Along their journey, they'll stumble upon special NPCs we call friends, each with their own personality and
Oh
questline.
yeah, Silent Hill F looks
These
so good.
friends allow deeper relationships for the player, aiding them through
I'm excited
fears
for that
and
one.
difficulties.
Resident Evil
hence
9
becoming friends.
looks great. I'm really curious to learn more about what
Each
they have in
friend
store for
gives the
that.
player what we call a camera tool. These tools allow new and interesting ways of interacting with the world through your camera. For example, the scissors, which cut
You
things.
fighting zoos, Alex? Is that where you were? That's a hefty fight.
Or take the hammer, which, yeah, you guessed it, is great for smashing stuff.
Bonk.
As you might have noticed, we have updated the visuals. It's a crafty mix of render styles that allows us to reimagine the world without compromising on the vibes.
Really want Last of Us 3
And
if it
finally,
ever happens.
and maybe most importantly,
I don't
we
know
have
if
a
it
new
will.
movement system. It's
I know
probably
Steven
the
would want
biggest
it too.
change compared to Tone 1, and you can now jump and climb
What would they
your way
even do
through
for
the
that
environment.
story, though, do you think?
It adds a lot of playfulness for us when designing quests and
Does
regions,
it continue Ellie's story, trying
ultimately
to find
making the
Dina
world
and
feel
them?
more free and open.
Or something else entirely?
And don't you worry, the handy camera continues to be the
Or
main
continue
gameplay
Abby's
component.
story with
This time, we made it feel a bit faster and snappier. And tying that in with the new
boy. I'm
movement,
forgetting his name
we
for some
can't
reason.
wait to see the photos you'll take.
So to recap, more story,
Love.
updated visuals,
Don't
and
know,
a
my brain
fun
just
new movement
froze.
system, but still the very same chill and cozy experience. The whole team is working so very hard to make Tone 2 something that can stand proudly
Abby and
besides the
Elliot
original game,
forced to work together.
celebrating
That'd be
what worked
interesting.
while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more, go wishlist the game and join our Discord. See you all real soon. Hey,
Been too long, Alex.
Are you looking for a way to support Day of the Devs and you just don't know what to do? We have a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. They have an annual program called Game Maker Sketchbook,
Could be very
which
interesting.
sees a celebration of artistry in games.
I think they're
and we don't mean
busy
just
on
concept
that
art, we mean
sci-fi
character
game,
designs,
though,
we mean
no?
storyboards, we mean iconography, all the different
trying to
kinds of
work
art
on,
that go into
Naughty Dog?
developing a game. They are putting a spotlight on, and it's awesome. This year we worked with an illustrator called Nimit Malavia to make this epic piece that features characters from all the best
Everybody.
games of the year. Literally dozens and dozens of
Yeah,
characters.
Intergalactic,
A
there you go.
veritable Where's Waldo of every game character that you love. That print is limited edition and on sale at iMeepit.com. All the proceeds go to the AIAS Foundation and Day of the Devs. Literally, we're nonprofits asking for your dough, but like it doesn't just mean giving money. It means you get something in return
cool,
too. Isn't that a
art
joyous
piece.
thing?
We want to give a huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsola, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsola is a global video game commerce
We're doing all the
company that
sponsors
aligns
now.
with
They
our
have to
mission
cram
to
it
help
in at the
developers
end.
connect directly with players and sell more games without giving up control or extra revenue. Launching
Always
today
that
is a new
moolah.
Day of the Devs activation on the Xsola Mall to spotlight some of our favorite games from recent Day of the Devs showcases. Scan the QR code below or head to this URL to explore some amazing
Pretty
indie
good one.
games.
The Last
And thanks
of Us
again to
2
Xsola
is
for
long, while
supporting
Yakuza
this
0 is
celebration
3
of
times the
creativity and
length.
community.
That's for
Thank you,
completion,
Greg,
though,
for
right?
that riff on Xsola. We are
That
so
is funny,
happy to
though,
have them as our
Max.
flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because it takes a village to support Day of the
Bloomhouse.
Devs. We are a nonprofit.
Yeah, they didn't do anything
and
with that,
every
with those
little bit
games.
helps. We got our
This,
founding sponsors,
for any
Double
of
Fine
the
Productions and
showcases
IMAPIT.
yet
We have a whole
that I've
list
seen.
of other folks that have been contributing
They're
throughout the
doing
last
those, like,
year.
kind of freaky
and
horror
we
games.
just want to give them a shout out. Annapurna Interactive, Blumhouse Games, Devolver Digital, Idea Xbox, 47
Walking Dead did not jump the
Communications,
shark.
Panic, PlayStation.
They're both good. They're both
Razer,
good
Sabotage
stories.
Studio, Studio MBHR.
I love that they both
Summer Game
avoid
Fest,
the zombie
and Jeff Keighley
name.
and the whole
Which
gang
is
at the
kinda
Game
funny.
Awards for your continuous support. Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to donate directly to Day of the Devs, you can go to dayofthedevs.org and do so there.
We
and
did it.
remember,
We
Day of the
finished
Devs
it.
is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so any donations are 100% tax deductible.
They gotta let
If you
that
like what
in.
you saw here today and want more, just follow us on the World Wide Web,
On the
www.dayofthedevs.org.
World Wide Web.
Please wishlist these games. It means a lot to the developers. And thank you for watching today. Thanks to all the developers for sharing their games. And thank you to all our generous sponsors for making this possible. We'll see you
I
next
love
time.
that they've done
on
this
Day of
like
the Devs.
infomercial
Point.
type of. There you go.
Huge thanks to our friend Dose One for providing the beats for today's show, and please stay tuned for a musical performance from the game Unbeatable and the band Peak Divide.
There you go.
I'm RJ Lake, and I'm directing Unbeatable, a game where music is legal and you do crimes
gotta
with Andrew
squeeze in
Tsai
one
over
more.
at D-Cell. This is a never-before-heard new track
get to the
from
music and then
This
turn
is
it down and
mostly
kinda wrap
a
up.
never-before-heard track from Unbeatable. It's not a live performance, but all the performances in it are live, if that makes sense. That's because the guitarist is playing lead guitar and rhythm guitar and acoustic guitar and is the drummer, and our keyboardist is the cameraman.
Nice.
This should show you probably just how much work goes into even one of the songs on our 100% original soundtrack, which, by the way, starting right now, you can pre-order at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. That's right, at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. You can pre-order the soundtrack and you'll get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including this one. Enjoy.
Here we go. There's the music. Photosensitivity. Careful. Oh, we're getting all the graphics. Well, cool. We did it, you guys. We did the Game Fest. All the games, all the summer. Yeah, retrofuturism is so in. It's never left since the 80s, I would say, but it's making like a prevalent comeback in every future sci-fi thing. Very, very few times is it very clean future. This is a cool soundtrack, though. So you keep saying there, Alex, with your sister, have her in chat. But yeah, we did it. We did the tunes. Pretty cool. This was fun, though. I really liked hanging out with you guys. It was nice to, like, chat all the games and see, like, what's upcoming and share the thoughts on the trailers. They go so fast, though, it's hard to kind of give your thoughts on any of the trailers in between or anything like that. That's the only thing, but this is pretty fun. I'll definitely do this again next year, and I definitely want to do the main game awards at the end of the year, usually in like December or something like that. So I'll do this again for that. You guys, I can let you guys maybe not, Alex, that's funny. But I can definitely let you guys vote on it later, but I wasn't prepared to do any of the PlayStation or the Xbox ones, but I can catch them next year for sure. So if we like this kind of format, we can just do a whole, like, see all the upcoming games and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm glad you had fun, John. It was pretty good. Not too bad, not too, there's some decent games they announced in this one. It was a good one. I'll be excited to see more games pop up. I'm always looking at like what's upcoming, all the trailers and stuff, and always writing down dates, as many as I can, hopefully, to try and keep ahead for the channel. So yeah. I love how indie this band is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I have no idea how long this song goes, but we can just enjoy it for now. And then we can say our goodbyes. I'll be doing live streams all this weekend, while we're kind of wrapping it out, I suppose. And I'll be doing Back 4 Blood, my first co-op for my channel, which is pretty cool. I've never played Back 4 Blood, but it should be pretty interesting, and it'll be with me and Nate and Frostbit and Tim, Krauser's Lab. He's been making the Dead Neighbors game and stuff that you guys have seen on Nate's channel, and we played for Halloween on my channel. And then, yeah. So that'll be tomorrow at 5 on my channel and Nate's channel, but he's 3 hours ahead, so for him, what, 8 or 9?
That song is called Worn Out Tapes, and it's actually going to be played.
And yeah, should be a good time. And then Walking Dead on Sunday, 11 a.m. for me.
Which you might recognize from Rhythm Doctor.
I remember hearing that first version of Worn Out Tapes all the way back in 2018, which is when we started working on the game. As time went on, the style of the game's music and the way we designed the charts for them evolved. And it's a full circle moment getting to bring you this brand new edition of the song when made for their final version of the game.
Both the vocal album and the score for Unbeatable just went live on dcellgames.bandcamp.com for pre-order. And if you pre-order the vocal album, you get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including Worn Out Tapes. And if you pre-order the score, you'll get all the background music from the demo, all the cop fight music, all of the baseball stuff from the demo. You can also listen to all of that starting today on our YouTube channel. And that's basically it for my calls to action for
Sweet.
this.
I try not to talk over while they're talking, because then it's just too much talking.
Game, play the demo, and thank you a lot. Like, genuinely super. I'm not. We're not here without you. Like, genuinely. I don't have anything to say. I don't have any real words. All the planned stuff ended back when I stopped talking about the album. This.
There we go.
I can't really think of a good way to thank you, because there is more love that has come into D-Cell than I have any idea what to do with.
Aww.
This game doesn't exist without the support we've gotten so far. So, oh my God, from the bottom of my heart and everyone at D-Cell Games, thank you so much. We're going to continue trying to do the best we can do.
Very sweet. There we go. There's our credits. Am I scared of your sister? I don't know who she is, Alex. But I would say no. I'm excited to chat more with more peeps. We love talking Walking Dead and all the zomzoms. Max Deck, you've been organizing a LAN party in your own town with youth services and attending it next Friday. Oh, that's very cool. That's nice of you. That's very sweet. Well, we did it for real this time. We actually did Day of the Devs and Game Fest, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for being here with me. It's very exciting. Let me make my camera bigger. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. This is the third LAN party you've done. That's awesome. Had one a few months ago. That's awesome. That's really great. You can help people get to gaming and stuff like that. That's pretty sweet. You forgot who you told. I do that too. I do that too. That's so fun. But nice. Well, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really enjoyed experiencing the Summer Game Fest with you guys. Like I said, we'll be back all lives all this weekend. We'll be doing Back 4 Blood tomorrow at 5. And then we'll be doing Walking Dead, which is what Alex and I have been talking about in the chat. This Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I'll see you guys there for that. It'll be exciting if you guys are able to join. And yeah, thank you guys again. My channel's nothing without you guys, and the lives are all the more special because we get to hang out and chat. That's the best part of it. Time to pause Walking Dead on Sunday for Firebreak trailer. We'll see. You'll have to let us know. Maybe we can sneak in a viewing or something of it. I know I didn't realize that it was overlapping at that times, but I'm sure you'll let us know, Max. It'll be good. It'll be good. I'll be excited to see you guys for lives all this weekend. So I'll see you then. If you guys still have the time, it looks like Nate is just starting his stream, so you guys should go check him out on whatever this is, Nate Nefarious. Looks like he's starting live. He's going to be doing Tarkov on his channel, so you guys can go check out him. I don't know what you guys are doing for the rest of the evening, the rest of the night, the morning, wherever it's at, but I hope you guys have an absolute blast and a good weekend. It is a whole events, an entire week of different events and stuff for games and stuff, and I didn't realize that. We should stream them all next year. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys being here, and thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I didn't expect to be doing Day of the Devs too, but hey, why not? I love chatting with you guys, and I love seeing what's coming out for more games, even if they're not all the types of games that we would play on the channel. That's the best part of gaming, is that there's so many types of games and genres and styles and everything. So I'll see you guys next time in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye guys.